Move it. Let's go. Move it, Jack.
Get that guy on that. Move it. Move.
This is your home. You hear that? You hear that? That's special. There's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there ain't but one Razorback.
I like hard to flying over to the Golden State. Hey, is that Shap with you?
Yes.
I don't know who you are.
Swing low, chariot, come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your
Come on, Shappy. First L.A.
Los Angeles!
All right, not a bad delay.
You're all terrible. You're not.
I don't pay attention to rumors.
What's that?
I don't pay attention to movie magazines. I don't read them because they're all junk.
It's your damn accent. Okay?
There's an Elvis connection today, Rod.
What's that?
There's an Elvis connection today.
Yes. He was at us at the terminal gate.
Swing low, chariot, come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your wings.
And let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I wanna You think Justin will be here today?
I don't know.
Okay. Bye. All right. Let's go. Let's get this thing started. How do we sound? You sound, to me in my headphones, and I don't know what you sound like to everybody else, but to me in my headphones, you sound a little muffled. You sound like a little muffled.
Check. How about that?
Pull the mic
Better.
away
That's
from your mouth.
with all due respect to my English teacher, Mrs. Jackson, if you're nasty, it sounds a lot more betterer.
Okay, how's that? That sounds good.
Yeah.
This is Oxford, Mississippi that we're calling from, Raj.
You sound better than when we were down in Pine Bluff.
Yeah, maybe so. By the way, Trey Shapp is with me this morning.
Trey.
Morning.
Yeah, it's we hit the road yesterday and got here I guess about 4:30 and started looking around. This is the first of our 5 stops on the road. What do we call it, Trey? It was a hog tripping, right?
Hog road tripping with
Hog
Baz.
road tripping with Baz.
Hog road tripping, yo.
Hog road
All
tripping
right.
with Baz. We're going to do all the 5 cities. Can you name them? Go, Roger. What are the 5 away games?
Memphis, Mississippi.
Oxford, Memphis.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oxford, Memphis.
We need the city.
What?
Okay.
Well, I'm giving you the games. I don't know that,
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Listen,
Trying
it's
to
good
think.
enough that I'm doing that. Let's go to Mississippi State.
Nope.
All right, that's one I get.
Go east. Go east.
Texas, Oklahoma, Texas.
Texas is not east of Mississippi.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm going the other way. I'm looking the other way.
What is it?
You're going to ask? Why don't you just let it go?
With a T.
Just
Start
let
with
it
a
go.
T.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Knoxville. Yes.
Well, yes, okay.
And then there's 2 more.
Yeah, are they still east?
No, south.
Well, he got one.
Yeah,
Here's
he
the
got
thing.
one.
While I'm
One is
talking, here's the thing. You know what
southwest.
I'm doing while I'm talking to you? I don't know.
He's trying to
if you're
Google.
doing-
He's trying to Google.
That would be key. So whenever we're
South.
playing a game, let me just tell everybody. When we're playing the games, stall a little bit so you can Google. We know that we're talking about Auburn, number 1. I mean, obviously we're going to get no.
That's in Fayetteville.
Well, yeah. That one's in Fayetteville. You're talking about LSU.
You got,
There you go. He
There
finally
you
got the schedule.
So you got
You're talking
that
about
early.
LSU.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
Oh, no, you're talking about this year? My bad. All right, come on, get over
So
it.
5 road games that we're going to do.
Okay.
And so last night was a little example, Roger. We go to different parts of the town on campus, like the Grove, and then we finish it off with a meal at one of the famous restaurants here. It's really not in Oxford. It's in Taylor, which is about 7 miles outside of Oxford. It's called Taylor's Grocery. Opened in 1889.
Wait a minute. So Taylor's Grocery is the name of the town.
Taylor is also
Taylor.
is the name of the town.
Oh,
too.
okay. I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
you were going to Taylor's Grocery, and that was a huge deal in Oxford. Very good. Okay.
No, yeah, it's and it's been around since 1889. They've been serving catfish since about the
incredible.
1970s. So we did that. That was really cool. Trey Spielberg, Spielberg Shap is working on that. We'll put that out today. But of course, you went to the Grove. We went, saw the Manning Way, saw the 18 mile an hour. So
You've already done all that?
Already done all that.
Oh, very good. Well, I saw because of the Little House on the Prairie where you guys are staying. But the other part of it is that there's 5 road games, as you said, 4 more, obviously, since you're there today. And what that means is each one of those, because you've been traveling to every Razorback game for a dozen years now.
That's
You'll
right.
be leaving on Thursday of those road game days. Like next week, you'll still leave Thursday, even though it's Memphis?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll leave Thursday and you'll go do some things, get some video with Trey Spielberg, and have some of those things, and you'll post those the following day or Saturday. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay, very good.
It's about 3-hour drive from if you have not been to Oxford before. And I actually talked to Scott Hamby this morning, Raj. They're headed over today. They were at the Jamie Johnson concert at Oaklawn. They said was maybe the best concert that's ever been held over there.
So we're a ton of folks. Some of my trivia folks came by to say hi, and then they went over that way.
Yeah, you were competing against a sold-out crowd over there.
Yes. I had a sold-out bar.
But they, there's a lot of, anticipation over here about this game. A lot of people don't know. Everybody, the big question is Simmons going to play at quarterback? The word is he got a boot on? Does he not have a boot on? All those things. We may talk with Paul Simmons today. He had a game last night at Harding. They won easily 55-0. But he played against this kid, this backup kid. I think his name is Chambliss off the top of my head. And they say this kid's a stud. They say he's more of a running quarterback than anything.
They say he's fast. I wouldn't say if he's a stud, he'd be first team.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he still could be a stud. You can have a stud back up, and so. But anyway, I won a national championship in Division II last year, so obviously he's pretty darn good.
No, before you move on from him, because I had some fellas last night.
Chambliss, yeah.
I had some fellas last night that one was going to Mississippi, one was going for the Hogs, and he and I, the one that going for the Hogs, he and I maybe having our Razorback colored glasses on. But one pointed out that Wes Moore, who does a show here with Joe Franklin, he mentioned this is what this guy's telling me about what Wes said, and that was that all week Simmons has had on a boot. The chances are he might not be playing, this and that and this and that. And as I get here this morning, Baz, I look at everything, and the numbers are getting better for the Hogs. Now on the Oaklawn Sports app, they are 6.5-point dogs.
Wow. That thing is
and
really
a
down.
63-point over-under. So, I mean, that's the lowest I've seen it. It was 7.5 or 7 Tuesday. No, excuse me, 7 Wednesday, 7.5 yesterday. Now it's down to 6.5, so it's lost a point according to the Oaklawn Sports app.
But what's interesting to me about that is that the line is affected, but the total points are not. In other words, that they still think it's going to. They're looking in that ballpark.
It's fluctuated, from 60 to 63. It's gone up
still,
now.
they're expecting it to still be a rather high-scoring game between the two. So,
absolutely.
So anyway, so obviously you've got 6 o'clock prime time on ESPN. We saw the team Dvorak. Who are the guys calling the game? It's
Dave Pash, Dusty Dvorak, and Taylor McGregor.
Yeah. So anyway,
we didn't see them. We
just
read.
We read where they were going to be doing that. Yeah. So anyway, got a busy show today. Dan Hampton will be with us at 7 o'clock. Brought to you by Centennial Bank. R.J. Hawk. I meant to put that on the list and I did not. Natural State Wholesale at 7:30. Heather Baker will be 8:05. AY Magazine. Danny West 8:30. I don't know if you guys heard, one of our big recruits decommitted in high school. It's almost like, why even go through all this high school stuff? You're gonna.
It's not the same anymore.
You're gonna see them down the road anyway. They're not. They're trying to get the best deal. And
now, when you say decommit, David, Roger, Josh, I think we need to change that to they got a better offer.
Yeah.
You know what? Even that, to your point, Baz, why even mention them anymore?
Yeah, that's what I said. The commitment really means nothing now. I mean,
at
some point they might change their mind. Temporary commitment.
Oil money.
For sure.
Yeah. And so it was Texas Tech, I think, was the one.
Oil
and
money.
They've got they got that billionaire that continues to write checks. And so anyway, again, that's why if you're stepping, you're going, okay, I'm just going to specialize in the transfer portal, try to get me some high school guys, but not rely on that. So anyway, Danny West will talk about that at 8:30. Brought to you by H.A. Trailer Sales. Caden Kittler who he put it out there last week about what he was going to do to Arkansas State. He'll be with us at 9:05, brought to you by J. Martin Law. Got to do a little JM Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville, Raj. And then a few other things. We'll talk about the game of the week tonight. We had a football game last night. Green Bay took care of business against Washington. Josh, that's why I didn't know. That's just tough for Washington to go into Green Bay in that kind of environment. They hung around. They hung around. They made it an interesting game. But Green Bay gets the win, goes to 2-0. Is that right? 2-0? Yeah. So anyway, so that was last night. Got a lot of games to talk about. Today is National Day of Encouragement. We want to encourage one another, even if we're going through tough times.
Come on, Baz. Good job.
That's
you can
right.
do it. Let's go.
It's National Chocolate Milkshake Day. Isn't there a song about my milkshake, or is that chocolate? Or is it just a movie?
Shake your tail feather, milkshake your tail feather. Is that it?
Milkshake your tail feather.
Something about the girl sing about her milkshake.
Hold on.
What?
Let me just
No,
type that
right?
in a minute. Hold on.
The girl sings about her milkshake machine or something.
Milky cereal.
Her milkshake machine.
Isn't there sort of an edgy song about milkshake?
Well, I don't know, but that sounds like something that you're playing at one of those. Did y'all stop by another place last night you can't tell us about where somebody's shaking a milkshake?
Well, of course, the most famous chocolate milkshake line in the movie is what, Roger? You should know this one.
Ooh, should I?
Daniel Day-Lewis, when it's very brutal scene at the end of Josh, you should know this because we talked about There Will Be Blood, remember? What if I drink your chocolate milkshake?
Okay, I don't know that.
Really,
I don't know that.
Very disturbing. You haven't seen that, Roger?
I don't think so.
You need to watch it. It's very disturbing.
So.
But
if you just saw how Baz recreated that with his facial expressions on the video
it's
stream.
Creepy. He's creepso. It's also National Video Games Day and National Policewoman Day.
What?
Just to name a few. That's exactly right, Roger.
All right.
It is.
Big fan of Policewoman.
Coach Cal was in Little Rock yesterday. Our buddy Craig O'Neill was the host for the Boys and Girls Club fundraiser. Joe, I saw the clip from Joe. He always makes the reference, Cal does, hey, Joe Klein got me fired, and that's why I'm here. And then Joe was in the background and goes, You're welcome. I sent that to you, Roger. I don't know. I don't know if I sent it to Josh. I don't know if it's.
I saw it on Twitter.
I don't know if you can play it where you can hear Joe in the back. Joe yells.
He says it three times until the other coach.
He does.
You can hear him at first. He does it, but the crowd is responding to Coach Cal a couple of times. So it's the third time where Joe realizes he needs to let the crowd die down and then yell out, You're welcome!
That's exactly how he sounds. Yeah. That's a good invitation. I mentioned a Harding play last night. They won 55-0 against Southwest Oklahoma State at home. Arkansas Tech won 44-0 at home. So you had those two wins. And you got some college football tonight. You got, I think, 4 or 5 games, including Colorado at Houston. That's going to be a tough test for Dion and that team. Houston's pretty salty. And then you got Indiana State. But obviously all the major games are on Saturday. Trey, you brought this up, I think, last night, Roger. What is this the anniversary of, Raj, for Razorback Ole Miss? What anniversary game?
Well, on the surface, is it Hunter Heath?
It is exactly right. It is 10 years.
Very good.
10 years ago.
Well, that's kind of easy. You gave me that. It's either that one or overtime. I'm going to throw out. Yeah.
Overtime was later in the. It's the season. It's not the weekend of it, but it's the season.
I was looking at some of the numbers that Ole Miss has put up against us. So since Kiffin has been at Ole Miss, which is 6 years, right?
Yeah.
They have produced 8 of the school's top 10 offensive games in the history of the program, just in his 6 years there. 2 of the top 9 have been against Arkansas in the last 3 years. Wow. So they had 703 yards in a loss on 2023. Was that the one where they had 6 interceptions?
I think so.
We won 42-27. That was at Arkansas. It's got to be it. They still had 700 yards passing, which is crazy. And then, of course, last year, 694 yards last year. I was looking at some of the numbers on that one, and you remember that you had Jackson Dart and you had a guy named Jordan Watkins who was a receiver. So Dart threw for 515 yards passing. He just threw alone 515. Okay. And then the receiver, Watkins, school record 5 touchdown passes, 3 of them 62 yards or longer. He had 3 60-plus yards. Remember, it was horrible. It was like a nightmare. You saw the ball go up and you just prayed. You looked at it, and all of a sudden he'd catch another one. It was so brutal.
And you contend that was a little payback.
I think it was. Well, they were
Sure,
throwing,
I have no doubt.
They were throwing in the fourth quarter, and they were throwing late in the third.
I think there's a lot of payback in it because who was Arkansas hoping to get before Sam Pittman signed on the dotted line?
Yeah, they didn't give
Lane
him.
Kiffin.
They didn't quite give him the money they wanted to
He
make.
wanted.
Yeah, and it wasn't that much. I understand. No. So anyway, coming to Oxford, Justin Moore is not a big fan of any place other than Fayetteville. But Trey, you've been. This is my 6th or 7th, maybe 10th altogether. But what we've been doing, where we do the show, you and I have been doing this. I think this is my 6th trip to Oxford. You've probably had 12.
I've been here a lot.
10 or 12. I think it's one of the cooler cities. And the square's got so much history. Roger and I were talking about this last night. I mean, the city of Oxford was founded in 1837. The state of Arkansas was founded in 1836. So Mississippi obviously is an older state. City of Oxford was founded a year after Arkansas was. A lot of Civil War history. Ulysses S. Grant came in, and they occupied. The Union Army occupied Oxford and took over the square, burned it down basically.
Burnt down the courthouse here in Lafayette County.
Yeah, they end up rebuilding it in 1872. It's the same courthouse they rebuilt in 72. And then right beside that, you got J.E. Nelson's, the oldest store.
Are you going to go shop there today?
I'm just, you know what?
I think you should.
I've never walked in there and put my head in it. I've just walked by. But it's the oldest store in the South. It was opened in 1839. And think about that.
It's the oldest store in the South.
It's the oldest store in the South, 1830. That's still operational.
You have to buy
It's
something.
like a
Mercantile.
mercantile. Okay,
Yes.
whatever it was.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
Right.
You need to buy something inside
I
there.
do. And
Like so what do they got in there, do you think?
I think they've got like shirts and Ole Miss stuff, and I think it's just a little bit
Well,
of
don't
everything.
buy any Ole Miss stuff, but
No, I would not.
you
Is
could
it a-
find you a nice shirt or something.
Is it a
Yeah.
clean downtown? Is it?
Yeah,
Is
very,
it up
very-
covered
yeah,
on it? Do
it's-
they celebrate the history of the vintage town?
Yeah, they've got like 2-story buildings where you got patios on the second floor where you can hang over. I mean, it feels like a town that area was created in the 1800s, so they've kept that. And then you've got the Grove. We went by and looked at the Grove, and they do a really good job with the Archie Manning number 18, that's speed limit, and then they've got the Manning Way signs and then there's
as much as I'm sorry, I'm just going to stop on it just a slight delay, and because of what we talked about with Bruce and his. Question a year or so ago, just to know that the Grove was once a hospital, right?
That's right. It served as a hospital back during the Civil War. And
That's what they used. They just had everybody laid out there.
And I tell you, it's not. It's only, as we know, it's 10 acres, but it's packed, man. It's not much room in there, Trey. But
Right.
but the other thing, they have 2 statues. We're talking about the DMAC statue. Should you have a statue if he didn't win the Heisman? Well, they have 2 statues here of Archie Manning and Eli Manning. Neither one of them.
Oh, really?
Neither one of them had a Heisman.
Wow,
They didn't win a national championship
really?
either.
Didn't win a national championship either. It's their way of giving a tribute to what those 2 did. And of course, what's interesting, Archie is not even in a football uniform, which is ridiculous.
Suit and tie.
He's in a suit and tie and in bronze. And Eli's
And then who's another former player that
From Mississippi?
they memorialize or celebrate here?
Oh yeah, the Chucky
Mullins.
Yeah, he's got a
That's a
bronze,
bust.
right? And that's on the field, right?
Yeah, right as they come out of the tunnel.
Again, a cool thing. I just love when schools
try
to be creative. By the way, Roger, they quoted me one of the news organizations, sports organizations that follow our show. When I said about we're terrible, we're horrible, talking about our way we represent our former players around the stadium. Remember the other day we were talking about? I said we do nothing. What do we have? We're horrible.
Yeah, you said it multiple times.
Yeah, and so it was in the article yesterday. So perfect timing to have.
So, I mean,
perfect time to have
how do
Hunter
they get
Yurachek check on.
How are they getting
Monday.
that?
They're listening.
They're listening to our show.
They're listening to the show. Yeah.
Well,
Or
I
they
mean,
go back and
obviously,
watch YouTube.
I don't know. Who is? You're talking about.
It's just multiple writers.
A writer.
So they're
Yes,
doing those things down there. They're listening to us because of the sports station of note. So they're doing that with
That's
everything
right.
he's doing. Okay, very good. Now
he
let me
means-
ask you this, Baz.
No,
Will
he
you
means
bring?
writers in general.
Will you be talking to Hunter about what you just talked about with statues and stuff like that to try to get out of him what we think is the reason, because it would take away from NIL?
Yeah, let me just tell you, there is no question that I'm going to throw at him that he's not going to have an answer for. So I'm going to ask the question, but he will have an answer for everything, even though it may be something
No, I'm
we
sure,
agree
absolutely,
with,
no. Of course.
Yeah.
He's got to have a couple of them that are.
Yeah, well, we've asked some of this before, about the hanging the jerseys and all that before, and he's got an answer. But we'll do it again.
Will you get a crazy look from him?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah, well, the patch to me looks like something from that my 3-year-old grandson would use.
Oh, you're going to be quoted, Roger.
You know
Keep
what?
going.
You know what? It doesn't. It looks like a little gyro thing done. I'm sitting there thinking it's just from what I've seen. Unless I've seen a drawing, it does not look. Well, that's just me. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being biased because I don't know about the patch. I'm warming up to the patch simply because of what I've said about what Michael Irvin and what we talked about with D-Mac yesterday, which is that if we're going to keep that number 5, then that patch is going to be one of those where it'll keep D-Mac's name alive forever because that person's doing that, and we'll compare him to D-Mac until D-Mac Jr. shows up and wins the Heisman because D-Mac did so much and was such an explosive player and all that. But that's just me. Maybe I saw a patch that you guys didn't. I don't know.
Baz, you meant Arkansas-based publications, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's, for example,
you made it sound like it was Ole Miss-based publications.
That's what I thought it was. That's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. The name of the organization that quotes us a lot is BOAS, the best of Arkansas sports. So they have multiple writers on their website, and this guy's Tony Salakis, and this is my quote. He goes, quote, "We have nothing. It's terrible. I've been up there. It's horrible. It's absolutely embarrassing what we have. The regular fan doesn't see anything. We don't do a good job of marketing our great players." And he goes on to say, embarrassing. We're still talking about statues, right? And he said earlier this week, our Michael Maine did a good job of supporting BAZZEL's case for more hardware. And it goes on to talk about what the other schools are doing and that kind of deal. So anyway, yeah, there's several organizations that follow our show, and not just our show, our station. And so when we say things, there's a good chance that.
Well, that was my point. I thought you made it. To me, it sounded like you were talking about Mississippi. Places had picked up on that. So talking about let's do a show. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I can calm down then.
Yeah, Evan Demerol, by the way, is another great writer for all these publications too. Listen, if you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. It's funny. I think as each day passes this week, Arkansas fans are feeling more confident, maybe because the line's going down. I don't know, but I thought it was yesterday was a classic when Jamie Price, the Ole Miss alum and All-American, Justin Moore, said he'd been so nice to him, and he goes 42-21.
Yeah.
What?
He wasn't whispering that, was he?
No, he was not. So we had a good time down there yesterday at the Grove. So that was fun. In case you missed that, but if you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number you can text or you can call on the D3 Auto Sales text line. We got Trey Schapp. We call him Spielberg Schapp.
Yeah, he is Spielberg Schapp.
Putting together a video of our adventures yesterday.
Listen, it's the reason he's there. The impetus of this whole thing was the outstanding job that Trey Spielberg did at the SEC Media Days. Correct? Is that what it was? And I
don't get your hopes up too high.
Well, I don't. But the one problem is, number one, when I was asking about you guys going down there talking about the milkshake song, Trey said, no, we haven't been anywhere, way too fast, like you were covering something up. The other part of it is Trey did a great job being the director, and his wife was the talent in a family market commercial that's running right now. All right, here's the song, and then I'll let you get out of here, Baz. You can take us out. It was a Fergie song, and people are talking about it.
Thank you.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Well, I don't know that song. I don't have Fergie on my iPod pad.
Josh,
I just wasn't. I was busy doing something else. That's why
you knew the milkshake song.
Yeah, that one's pretty famous.
I think there's another one too, but that was pretty. My milkshake makes the boys come around.
It's my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
All right.
Oh,
find that clip, Joshua. Find that clip and let's have it.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Don't go away. 6:30.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton each week on Morning Mayhem. Centennial Bank. Strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Sports Center.
A busy weekend for Arkansas's 4 Division I teams. It all begins tomorrow at 3 o'clock as the Arkansas State Red Wolves host a top 15 opponent. It'll be number 14 Iowa State coming to town. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN2. Then at 5 o'clock, Arkansas Pine Bluff takes on Lincoln, California. That's followed up at 6 o'clock by Tarleton State visiting UCA at 6 p.m. You can catch that game on ESPN Plus. And it all leads up to that 6 o'clock time slot as the Arkansas Razorbacks are on the road in SEC play. They'll take on the Ole Miss Rebels at 6 o'clock on ESPN. You can also catch the game right here on 103.7 The Buzz. And the Hog Wild pregame show with Trey Schapp and David BAZZEL will take place at 2 p.m. Central, also right here on The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
It's going to be sunny and hot today with a high of 93 in Little Rock. Tonight, a mostly clear sky, dropping off to the upper 60s, lower 70s. Little Rock should have a low of 69. Tomorrow, 94, mostly sunny. Sunday, a few extra clouds. It's going to keep it a little cooler, 91. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to 103.7 The Buzz as Justin Acree and DJ Williams broadcast live from each meeting of the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club, brought to you by Arkansas Spine and Pain. Justin and DJ will broadcast live from the Doubletree downtown, bringing you interviews with each speaker and their comments to the club live. Monday, the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club welcomes University of Arkansas Athletic Director Hunter Yurachek. That's the Zone live at the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club, brought to you by Arkansas Spine and Pain.
Hey folks, it's David BAZZEL out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. Frank just told me they've received several truckloads of new inventory, so lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts, like $14,000 off new 2025 model Rams, plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. You can take $8,000 off new Jeep Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Go to Fletcher Dodge and tell them what you're looking for, and they'll give you the deal of a lifetime. They're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, they still need trade-ins for their pre-owned lot, so they're paying up to $2,000 over Kelley Blue Book for trade-ins. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Remember, several truckloads of new inventory are in. They've got a ton of vehicles that you can choose from. Go talk with Frank and his staff today. Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood.
It's bigger than basketball. The Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic hits the FedEx Forum October 27 as Arkansas takes on the Memphis men's team, all to support the life-saving mission of St. Jude. Get tickets now at stjude.org/hoops.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments: Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Football season means cooler weather's on the way, and if you like to swim for fitness, what do? You join the Little Rock Racket Club with a cold, weather-proof, heated pool. You can get your laps in no matter the temperature. The Little Rock Racket Club, your home for fun and forever fitness.
Hey, everybody, this is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Baz and the boys on The Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
Oh, man. Da-da-da. Tony Bellamy right there, Raj.
Boy, you nailed it. I don't know how much you have trouble being put on the spot with Trey Schapp and HB every Saturday with your music. You nailed all of these.
You know what the name of the group is, Trey?
What's that?
You know the name of this group? Tony Bellamy is the lead singer. It's a color, and it's a part of your body. Your body's made up of these. You're not going to get it.
No, I'm not.
Red Bone.
Red Bone.
Yep. Let's get to the hook right here. We go.
Sing it.
Great song. Guardians of the Galaxy made that even more popular.
Raj, I knew last week that he wouldn't get the last song because it wasn't even in our system.
What was it? I forget what it was.
History in the making.
Yeah. That was a toughie.
I didn't get that.
That was
right.
a tough.
I got 2 or 3 right.
You got the first one. You had the singer, but you didn't have the title of the song.
But you know what? You've got to give him that. And Beat the Baz, you've got to give him at least that because the pressure's on.
By
and
Reba
you guys,
McEntire.
Huh? No. Listen, he was.
Yeah.
I was one of those guys that you're listening because I'm listening to that and I'm screaming at the radio. Come on, Baz, you can get it. Just yell, let it rock, let it rock. No.
Well,
that's a fun part.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We have a fun show, Trey, and I've been doing this 13 years. Do want to thank Oaklawn Sports for sponsoring these travels. We're going to do 5. Of course, we go to the games anyway, but we're going to go a day early as a part of this Oaklawn Sports package to sort of bring you a little snapshot of maybe the town or the campus that you may not get to know. Again, I don't know, Trey, if there's going to be another one that has the historical connections that of the 1880s like this.
I think Knoxville.
Yeah. I just don't.
When that school was founded, I think there are going to be some.
Well, all the schools were founded in the 1880s. But I'm talking about like the Civil War part of it. And all that. Yeah, that may be. This may be one.
I
of the
think
most
something
unique.
cool when we go to Knoxville, and obviously we can talk to our CEO Terry Mayhem about some interesting things there. But
you'll be good for that one. Absolutely.
Where they paint the rock on the hill.
Yeah,
they have
I don't know
rock
about that.
they paint.
Okay,
so
so that traditions. Yeah, really cool.
The fact that you know that the World's Fair was held in Knoxville, Tennessee, back in the early 1900s.
Didn't know that.
Throw that out there. Listen to you standing. What is that picture behind you, Trey? Is that an elephant or is that?
I have no idea.
Is it a tree?
That's a tree.
Show them y'all see the chandelier here. It's sort of it's Little House on the Prairie. I mean, we've got about 80 cows that are right outside the door.
Wow.
And they've
Baz wanted to let them in the gate, right?
They've had their droppings. You got to be careful where you step.
Well, Baz, it's his Yellowstone coming out in it.
It's a beautiful rolling hills over here.
Oh, that's cool.
This is not your typical.
We've got that in the video today.
Yes.
I can't wait to see that. All right, guys, here on the D3.
No, did you see the first one there before you start reading?
I sure do.
The best one about listening to you old guys.
Yep.
Is that the one you're going to read?
Hey, go ahead and get them then. Yeah.
Yeah, listening to you old guys trying to figure out the milkshake song had me literally saying, "Josh, help them out already." It's not Fergie.
Well, so there's that. So, but nobody jumped in to say it's not Fergie.
That's right.
Everybody. So helping out the old guys. The guys.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Now, milkshake make for the boy with them, and whatever.
Now it makes sense. I don't know what it is. No, he didn't jump in to say it's not Fergie.
I did. Yeah, it's before Josh. This was before Josh. I think it was in the early 2000s.
It's before me.
Well, I mean, I say before Josh, when Josh was a little kid, when this thing.
I think Connie Francis sang it.
It's national. National Chocolate Milk Day. That's why we brought
Somebody
that up.
help us with who it is.
Baz, the Buzz, high school game of the week tonight, Arkadelphia at Lake Hamilton. Do want to thank all the high school game sponsors, Arkansas Electrical Co-op, Roller Funeral Homes, Midtown Plumbing, and Home Hardware Center in Searcy. Also, too, by the way, I don't know if they've got Trey, our partners up in Fayetteville, Holiday Inn Express and Suites off Weddington. They had a couple rooms left for Notre Dame. I don't know if those are gone yet, but if you're thinking about you need to call up there now and get those rooms, they're great to deal with and tell them you heard them on the Buzz. So, but they're really great folks.
With more wins, that Notre Dame game gets elevated that much more. More wins by the Razorbacks, that is.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame's got a big game this weekend.
Most deaf.
If Arkansas could find a way to win this game, which I don't know if they can or not, but boy, if they were, it would be a giant. Of course, then you got
to beat Memphis.
You need to take care of them. And all of a sudden, you roll into
Fayetteville 4-0.
Yeah, and so, but I think most people at the beginning of the season check this off as a loss, don't you? I think most people at the beginning of the season.
Wait, no, this game you're playing now.
Yep.
I'll disagree only because I thought I heard more people when you're breaking down the SEC games that we have a chance. I thought the Ole Miss game was more of a grab. I even thought I heard you guys talking about it here, David.
Well, I think if you look at LSU or Texas, I think this is an easier game than that. I just think it's tough to get any wins on the SEC on Ole Miss.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I'm sorry, Mississippi State and Auburn are the two conference opponents that I felt we had the best chance to win. I'm not saying it was impossible, but I, in my mind, thought this would be a tough game to win. Maybe I did say that I thought they had a chance.
I don't know. After week 2, you might be reassessing that, Raj, because you look at what Mississippi State did last week by beating a 12th ranked
For
Arizona
sure.
State team. I know it was at home, and Auburn's got off to a good start at 2-0.
Yeah.
Right,
By the way, it's Kellis. Everybody's
Right, yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Kellis.
Yeah.
Did you find the song?
No, it's not. It's not under milkshake in there,
Josh.
so I couldn't find that either. So, even though I'm
Josh,
looking it
see
up.
if Josh can find that.
I will look it up. I will ask Jeff. Who's our guy? Jeff Allen. I'll ask Jeff Allen when he comes in if he'll give me his list of Peppermint Hippo songs that he plays.
Best place to get a milkshake.
You talking about a best
Where at?
Anywhere. In Arkansas, Little Rock.
Yeah,
best
When's the
place.
last? I'm trying to think the last time I had
Big
one.
Orange.
You know what? Well, we used to
Purple
get one of
Cow.
that 70s. I used to get one of that 70s on
Cream
Highway
Castle.
70 Cream Castle or the King Cone, Kone, right off of Malvern Avenue when I was a kid. King Cone had that one. I want to remind
got
everybody,
Mammoth,
Baz,
Mammoth Orange down in Redfield's. Got
didn't
all
get
those
one
small
from there.
guys.
Those
Yeah.
are great. Finish the lyrics coming up today, and if we
Yes.
beat, not to give any hints or anything for you to try to win whatever prize we have, but maybe heaven's not so far away for the Hogs to win this ball game.
Very good there, Raj. I love everybody saying. Also ask what her milkshake is referring to. Listen, I don't know. And then people are saying Gwen Stefani. No, somebody's saying it's
Sierra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and someone,
yeah.
what was another one?
What
They
would
said
her milkshake be referring to?
Kellis is Nas' ex-wife.
What? Her milkshake? She's shaking a milkshake? You nasty butt. Always in the gutter. All right, her milkshake is either the T and the A. That's all it is. It's one of the two.
Yes,
and I would think maybe it's got, you know what? It's, HB, what is it?
you better watch it. We are here in Oxford, Mississippi, where the overall record, I think it's Arkansas leads the series 38-31, I think, to 2. They've been playing since 1908, Roger, was the first matchup. And a lot of classic games between these two, especially in the last, 25 years. I mean, there have been some wild and crazy ones. And I think this could, be potentially a wild and crazy one just because we think the defenses might be suspect on each side. Last year was sort of an outlier how bad they beat us because most of the games have been much closer than that.
Right.
So we shall see. We're going to have R.J. Hawk a little bit later. The raffles have averaged, the first 4 Razorback raffles held during baseball season and the first 2 football games have averaged $185,000 according to the Razorback Foundation. So that means obviously the winners get 90. And the school's getting 90, so basically spending. So not bad for only 4 raffles. I think the one, and we'll have to ask RJ, I think the Notre Dame raffle is going to be really unique. I think you get a chance not only to win money, you get a chance to be the person that walks out with the team down to the stadium.
Oh,
now
wow.
That is pretty.
The hog walk.
Hog walk
for a game.
Yeah, that is pretty darn cool.
I like that a
So we'll find out from RJ about that. Roger, look at just hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, man.
Because the lead singer, what is his name? It's Gary Beckley, lead singer for America. I love America. If it's your highway, Tin Man, Sister Golden Hair.
Yeah.
It's for his birthday today. All right, don't go away. We're live from Oxford, Mississippi. We got Trey Spielberg-Shapp here. Don't go away, 647.
My skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed. And the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment and shipping supplies for the last 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Never heard of Foul and Flame? Think of it as your own personal concert with Adam Hambrick and Easton Corbin. With top chefs cooking over an open flame, sitting by the fire with hand-rolled Cuban cigars, Rocktown Distillery bourbon tasting. Foul and Flame is a celebration of the Arkansas Delta and its people. Whether you're a duck hunter, a foodie, or an Easton Corbin fan. November 22nd in Des Arc. Tickets at fowlandflame.com.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at HondaRussellville.com or on Facebook.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too, so that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
It's Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters, and it is summertime. If you're looking for a project to be done at your house, then get them on board now. You can sign up for your free estimate, and you can get your project scheduled as well at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. I've had painters work in the past, and you don't get the kind of experience you get with CertaPro, where they're going to clean up after themselves, leave you with a great paint job, and they're going to do it all at an affordable price. For your home, for your business, CertaPro is the answer. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. So get them on your project now, again, at CertaPro.com.
Serious injuries happen every day.
If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8.
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton.
888-8888.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
We've got you covered, Arkansas. Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
You're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is it a broken spring? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. It's easy to schedule a convenient same-day service with a trained technician from Overhead Door Company of Little Rock, the original Red Ribbon Garage Door Company trusted in Little Rock since 1967. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Whether it's the Razorbacks, the Bears, or the Red Wolves, we've got you covered. This week, the Hogs head to Vaught Hemingway Stadium to take on the Rebels of Ole Miss. Our coverage begins with the Hog Wild pregame show at 2, and the Razorbacks kick off at 6 on 103.7 The Buzz. On the Point 94.1, UCA takes on Tarleton State with pregame at 5 p.m. and kickoff at 6. And on 106.7 Buzz 2, Arkansas State takes on Iowa State with our coverage at 2:30 p.m. and kickoff at 3. College football in Arkansas, we've got you covered.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
David BAZZEL's SEC Road Adventures on Morning Mayhem are brought to you by Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sporting app.
It was designed to be there. Those 10 acres were put there, and the great thing about, I will say this.
Did you just give the answer? Waivers? no, you didn't. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. We did just no, he didn't. Justin, tush. Come on, Johnny.
Some were born in poverty. Some were born with wealth. I was born a loving man, and I just can't help myself.
Yeah.
The women have all made over this old boy.
Johnny Cash died on this day, Raj.
Wow. That's why these old Arkansas traveling shoes are so well worn. I've made quite a name for myself.
Sing it.
The girls know who I am. I'm a natural, actual, real, authentical Arkansas-loving man.
Died on this day in 2003. He was 71 years old.
It doesn't seem so far away.
Do want to thank Oaklawn Sports for sponsoring our trip. My picks, I gave Zach my picks a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they're not up there yet, but I'm going to give you my favorites. And Josh, you can you may, I don't know if Roger has had a chance. My favorites this weekend: Oregon against Northwestern, Alabama, and these are obviously large point spreads. Oregon 27.5 against Northwestern, Alabama 20.5 against Wisconsin, USC 21 against Purdue, Iowa State 21 against Arkansas State. Notre Dame wins. I think the line is 6.5 against Texas A&M, and then in the pros, I've got the Ravens, Cowboys, the Lions, and Steelers winning. So a lot of picks. Still trying to get to know these teams. Yeah. Still trying to get to know them.
That's
if you
right.
will.
That's what a prognostication.
Find the favorites there. 661-1037 if you want to be a part of today's show. Roger, a lot of great birthdays today as we talk football, amongst other things. Dan Hampton coming up, brought to you by Centennial Bank. Jesse Owens is one of my favorites of all time. Yeah. Maybe one of the greatest athletes under the greatest pressure in history, where he goes to Berlin.
Now, Chadwick Boseman didn't play him, did he?
No.
There's not a Jesse Owens. So the Jesse Owens movie that I've seen is the Jesse Owens movie that was out in the 80s or something, right? Is there a Jesse Owens movie? Because even that story tells a little bit about it. But now one would tell even more what kind of a guy he was to have to stand up and the trials he had to go through when he even got back.
What's crazy, Roger, is that he look here. So Joe Franklin now is sending us messages to how to pronounce it's Khalees. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Glad
from out of
Joe
bounds.
Franklin's up.
Yes, he lets you. Joe's up. He needs to help us old men out over here.
But we appreciate it.
Who was married to Nas, if you will.
Well, we knew that. We just didn't know.
We got to find the song, Joe. We haven't been able to play the song.
Yeah, Joe, could you send it to us? Because we know you have it on cassette.
Oh, wait a minute. She dated Bill Murray. That's what he said.
Bill Murray.
Khalees, Milkshake Girl, dated Bill Murray.
Bill Murray of Bill Murray Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, how about that?
And we're getting conflicting deals. Some are saying the milkshake is upper body, which makes a lot of sense, and then some are just saying the body. So, again.
I don't know.
And again, let me tell you, we may be too old, and I may be too old and not remember the song and all that. I'll know the song when I hear that clip and that sort of thing, but it's not necessary for me to know where it came from and all that. I'm not too old to not like milkshakes.
Crazy stat here. Jesse Owens, when he was running for Ohio State, in the Big Ten meet in 1935, this isn't when he's in college, broke 4 world records and tied another one in one afternoon. He was in college. That's how great he was at Ohio State and broke 4. And obviously that was a little foreshadowing of what was to come.
Not sure about the history, but I think Jackie Robinson's brother was a track star with Jesse back.
Is that right?
Maybe
that's
back then
cool.
at that time. I have to check. I can't recall.
And, of course, one of your favorite, George Jones's birthday is today.
How about
as well,
that? Johnny dies today. George Jones has a
I know.
birthday today, even though he's passed as well. Yeah, those are two great, those are iconic guys. And we're just so fortunate that we finally found a couple of those songs that we had never heard before from Johnny with Arkansas-Loving Man and Have You Ever Been to Little Rock?
There are really some great games this weekend. In addition to, obviously, we're paying attention to Arkansas-Ole Miss, but you got Georgia at Tennessee. You got Notre Dame hosting Texas A&M. In the pros, you got Philadelphia at Kansas City. They're really, of course, last night it was supposed to be a good game. Green Bay jumped up pretty early and sort of controlled the game. Dallas, do they bounce back and beat New York at home? So just really the first couple of weeks of football have really, really been good. So I've been impressed with that and excited about that. Hey, congrats to the Boys and Girls Club. We mentioned it earlier. John Calipari came in and spoke, and this is what he said. I thought this was very interesting. He was asking about, they were talking about last year. He said, can I tell you we had a real chance to win the national championship last year? So the way we played without our 2 leading scorers, we were better than we were 4 weeks before. That means you have good guys. When Calipari says that, that's pretty credible.
Sure.
He said people don't know how close we were to maybe win the national title. How about that? Good job by Craig O'Neill yesterday doing that. All right, coming up next, live from Oxford now, Dan Hampton, brought to you by Centennial Bank. Don't go away.
the last bastion of quality programming.
Why would you listen to any other radio station than 103.7 The Buzz? KABZ Little Rock.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. Presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 4th, Simmons Bank Arena. Tickets on sale Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, produced by Live Nation.
Our guys aren't so bad, right?
This is taking unsportsmanlike conduct to a whole new level.
Well, maybe not. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
Authorities arrest a man for the disappearance and deaths of two bauxite women. The Saline County Sheriff's Office says Michael Wesser is accused in the deaths of Denise Rhodes and Robin DeSort. The investigation began July 12th following a fire at Denise Rhodes' home. Rhodes and her neighbor, Robert DeSort, were reported missing days later. DeSort's SUV was later found on an ATV trail near Rhodes' home. Detectives discovered Wesser had contacted with Rhodes and DeSort before their disappearance, as well as evidence related to the abandoned SUV. Sunday, investigators found human remains near his house. DNA confirmed those belonged to the two women. Wesser faces capital murder, abuse of a corpse, and arson charges. This is KARK's Caroline Derby for the Buzz Radio Network.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
No doubt about it, summer is not done. Today, sunny and hot with a high of 93 degrees. Tonight, we'll have a mostly clear sky. When it becomes calm, we'll drop down to 69 for the overnight low. Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny and hot with a high of 94. A few clouds on Sunday, making it a high of 91. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Get your tickets now for the 2025 Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic as the Arkansas men's team takes on the Memphis Tigers on October 27th at the FedEx Forum. Learn more at stjude.org/hoops and be a part of the action.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. we will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th at First Security Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Grab the 4-pack and save. Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th, First Security Amphitheater.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There's no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside, do it. You can figure that out for yourself when you touch your steering wheel in the afternoon. But if you're looking to beat the heat, make your next stop Family Market stores. With your Family Market Rewards card, you get 5 cents off a gallon when you grab a large fountain drink, tea, or lemonade, or 5 cents off with a large community coffee in the morning. Save inside, save outside. Family Market stores in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and Hot Springs. And if there's not a Family Market store in your neighborhood yet, you just wait. One's coming.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda of Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at HondaRussellville.com or on Facebook.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change,
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
and you can change,
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Lots of bull rush. They move a little bit, so we're going to be expecting some games on the D-line, a lot of power rush, a lot of plug from the linebackers, and we're going to be expecting to whoop their ass. That's simplest way of saying that.
Wow.
That's how you say
Wow.
it. Yes.
Yes, that was the line of the week last week by offensive center Caden Kittler of the Razorbacks. That was a great line, and that's exactly what they did against Arkansas State. He'll be coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, brought to you by Jay Martin Law. Appreciate Jay sponsoring Caden. We have a busy show, rather. Dan Hampton coming up here in just a second. R.J. Hawk, brought to you by Natural State Wholesale. Got Heather Baker, Danny West, and more. By the way, too,
that's fine. Thank you.
we have to do a little Finish the Lyric. Justin Moore Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville. If you would like to win the ultimate hunting ATV, stop by Honda of Russellville now through October 17th to register to win a new Honda Foreman 4x4 ATV. Check them out online, HondaofRussellville.com.
Y'all can use that where you are.
Or our own Facebook. Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, we had to open a gate. We actually had to cross over, what do you call it, cattle what's it called,
guard.
Trey? Cattle guard. We had to cross over a cattle guard. But there's about 80 or 100 cows out here. It's a beautiful. I feel like I was just waiting for the Little House on the Prairie song to come on.
Yeah, two little girls running down a hill.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly right. If you just joined the show, we are here in Oxford, Mississippi, part of our Oaklawn Sports.
How is the Airbnb, by the way, Baz?
It's nice. It's nice. It's an older house, but it's sitting on a hill, and it's really beautiful out here.
You're the first in there.
That's right. We're the first. I keep looking for cameras around here just
How's
in case.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you better.
Wi-Fi's not bad. We had a little problem getting connected this morning, but Trey Shapp figured it out, got it done. So yeah, got a busy show. So let's go ahead and check in with our man Dan Hampton if we can.
It's now time to talk to former Razorback and NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Centennial Bank. Centennial Bank, strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC. Live from Chicago, Dan Hampton.
Good morning, Dan.
And here we are on the cusp of really finding out what kind of team we got here for the Hogs. The Hogs 2-0, and obviously a lot of fun last week, but this is where you roll up your sleeves and have to go to work. So it's going to be a fun weekend to watch.
Dan, if you will, let's go back real quick. Just a little snapshot of last week's performance against Arkansas State. Came out a lot better in the first quarter than they did against Alabama A&M. They were on a mission, threw the knockout punch pretty quick to Arkansas State. They had 290 yards of offense in the first quarter, and it was over with for the most part. So what did you think about the Hogs' performance in War Memorial?
And obviously, Taylor Green has shown that he has he's got exceptional talent and ability to flash and make plays. And the offense, the running game, it was really well. And, Sam Pittman made a really smart comment this week, and he said if you're close in talent and you prepare better, you got a lot better chance of winning that particular game. But I think what he was inferring was, the Razorback talent level is and obviously it's different conference, and it was a game that I hate to say a fait accompli. We was expected to go out there and dominate, and they did, and that's really all you can ask. From the team as they ramp up, to get back into the SEC kind of frame of mind. But the defensive line, Rhodes and Phillip Lee, they showed that they can stop trouble. Our offensive line played much better than they did in the opener against Alabama A&M. So you check a bunch of boxes. I hate to say these are the kind of preseason games.
Yeah.
For major college football, but they are.
Yep.
And so you go in with a bunch of question marks, and we check them all. Now, like I said, sledding, it gets tougher, and the thing is, and obviously they lost their quarterback last year, who I thought was a terrific player, who should be starting for the New York Giants. Russell Wilson is the fun now. I don't know if you saw any of the game. I don't know how Brian Dable, who I think is a smart guy, a smart coach, how he can't be putting, Jackson Dart in there at some point this week. And I expect it to happen because, it was really bad. But all that being said, I think the over-under on Ole Miss this year was 8 wins. I think the 5.5, 6. So they are, obviously looking at, their favorite. But that line, Baz, how many times in the last 3 years have we seen the line on a SEC game with the Razorbacks come down? Then they've been going the other way. They open it, 4 and they go to 6. Well, now this line, they opened at 9 and now it's 6.5. So a lot of people expect the Razorbacks to really, really show up and play well this weekend. And back to what Pittman said. He said, if you're close in talent and you practice well and you prepare well, then you have every reason to believe you can win the game. And I think they win this weekend.
Yeah.
And again,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no, hey, guys,
wow.
Listen. I'm telling you,
Come on.
Taylor Green has shown me certain flashes that it's seldom that you see that type of that athletic ability and ability to just make plays. And what was it? That run up the middle. What was it last week?
Yeah.
No, it was the week before. I'm just telling you, those are difference-making plays that not only change the score of the game. They changed the attitude of your teammates from them thinking we got a chance to win. So I think this is a great matchup.
Thank you, Dan.
Well,
Thank you, Dan. That's it. Throw that out there.
I will say this. I mentioned this stat earlier in the show, Dan. So since Kiffin has become the head coach at Ole Miss in the last 6 seasons, his offense, this is crazy. In the 6 years he's been there, his offense has produced 8 of the school's top 10 offensive games. 2 of the top 9 have been against us, of course, including 703 yards in a loss by Ole Miss in 2023. And then last year, of course, Dan, we gave up 694 yards and a gazillion touchdowns by Jackson Dart and others. The receiver had 5 touchdowns by himself. Again, I don't think that this team is as good as what they were last year, but it is a step up, Dan. And sometimes when you've been playing lesser competition, nothing against Arkansas State, Alabama A&M, takes you about a quarter to sort of get, or a few series to sort of get, okay, all right, man, and now this is a different level. We're playing against elite players. And so my big question mark, is that defensive line good enough to compete against elite teams in the SEC? And I don't know if Ole Miss is an elite team or not, but like you said, we're going to find out pretty quick. And it's on the road. It's not the toughest environment to play, Dan, but it's never easy to win on the road in the SEC.
Game you got to see last week,
some of it
between Ole Miss and Kentucky.
Yep.
But this, and of course, Kiffin would not tell you this, but he knows it's a new day, and maybe this isn't going to play out the way that he was hoping or thinking it would, because this offense it's hit and miss of Ole Miss right now, and that's kind of a cute way to put it. Hit and miss Ole Miss. The one thing that Kentucky is not one of the premier SEC teams right now, but they had a lot of answers for that offense, and Kentucky made Ole Miss have to scrap and fight for everything they got. There was very few explosive plays. I got to tell you, I think our defense, and again, Travis Williams has been here 2 years, and we keep waiting for this. The major breakthrough where he is going to be able, to play triple chess, and he's going to be able to shut down some of the high-flying offenses like what we had to deal with last year with Ole Miss and Jackson Dart. Maybe this is the week. Maybe this is a point in the season, the time where that defense takes a big stride forward. And I got to tell you, a couple of years ago we had those linebackers that we all loved. I can't remember the kid's name. Grant Morgan and Bumper Pool. Those two. Yeah. But this young man's story, he reminds me a whole lot of Singletary. He's a little bit undersized, but he's kind of like the Energizer Bunny. He's everywhere. He's physical. He does a great job of kind of getting the defenses rallied and in position. It's obviously going on the road. Yeah, next week going to Memphis. Memphis, trust me, if we don't have success this week in Ole Miss, the next week is only going to get tougher. So I'm just saying, the way things have played out, and I don't know what it is, but Sam's got a little bit of a quiet confidence about him. Maybe it's like I said, I have seen Jackson and Taylon Green on offense flash some kind of explosive abilities that you just don't see every day. And I'm kind of expecting the Razorbacks to not only show up, but, not only give Ole Miss a game, but get after them pretty good.
I like it. Well, give me your winners from these 3 college games this weekend: Georgia at Tennessee, LSU at Florida, A&M at Notre Dame. Who do you like in those 3 games?
obviously we know Florida's really struggling. So you gotta love LSU. Georgia's a big boulder rolling down a hill. They're going to be a part of the final 2 or 4 at the end of the season. They think they've got their offense figured out now with the new quarterback. What was the third game?
The third one was A&M going to Notre Dame.
And remember last year they took a loss early, and they rallied and wound up, being a part of the final game of the year. So they've got the ability to bounce back. So, and what does A&M got? I'm down. I got to tell you guys, Alabama's down, A&M's down, Ole Miss is down. This is the year the Razorbacks can, keep their cool, keep their minds going, and not make, ridiculous mistakes, especially on the road. Stay in games, find ways to pull games out, win games that a lot of people may not expect you to. And I got to tell you, that line going from 9 to 6.5 tells you I'm not the only one thinking this. There's a lot of smart guys out in the desert that think the Razorbacks have maybe hit upon kind of a what would you want to say, a little formula that they have a chance to do something this year. So let's ride it out and see what happens.
Dan, I want to ask you, Bass. Thank you, Bass. I want to ask you a question. Go back on Sorey. You just gave him pretty high praise from a cat that was on your team, but you're not concerned at all. Do you think he moves forward? Because the very first game, he got low marks. It was considered by some, to include Sam Pittman, to be below the team's expectations, and he makes a 180 coming back against A&M. Was it lesser opponent, or was it, even he knew that he was suffering from that, and moving forward, that could have been what we needed for him to step up his play for the rest of the season?
That's some really good points. Number one, when you are, a scratch off when you're playing a 15 handicap, you're not even worried about, getting ready and there's a lot of a mindset like that in these early games. Come on, guys. Nobody's ever heard of Alabama A&M. So, to get yourself ready for that after you played against Alabama, you're thinking, okay, who are these guys? What happens is, if you're not completely mentally prepared as a defensive player, you make a bunch of bad decisions. You run behind blocks. So when you run behind blocks, you give up big plays. Right now in the NFL, I'm watching it all over the place, even here in Chicago. Our starting middle linebacker, a guy the Bears are paying a ton of money, Tremaine Edmonds, they signed from the Buffalo Bills. The same thing last year. Early in the season, he's running behind blocks because he's not mentally prepared to play his position properly and play over the top of the blocks. Dave, you know exactly what I'm talking about, correct?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's what Sawyer was doing in the opener. Shame on him. Okay, he got his head right last week. He was playing the game the way he's supposed to, attacking, forcing over the block, making plays in the hole. Those are the things that you expect out of a smaller linebacker. That he has, a lot of quickness and speed, and he can be that playmaker to match up against these SEC backs and meet them in the hole and get them down.
Awesome. Very good. Very good.
Do want to thank Centennial Bank for sponsoring Dan Hampton each week. Dan, I know it was a painful loss for you as a Bear to watch the defense collapse, against Minnesota. But what a first week of games, Dan. From last Thursday, with the opener in Philly and Dallas, all the way to the Monday night game, just classic after classic. Had another good game last night. What do we need to know about this weekend? What are you going to tell us from a lock standpoint for this weekend?
The biggest improvement in NFL teams happens in week 2. From the opener to the second week, let's hope the Bears kind of rebound. They're in a tough position going to Detroit. A lot of people know their new coach is from Detroit. Detroit, was struggling up in Green Bay. Detroit has already had their head coach come out and say it's a must-win. Do not expect a whole lot of improvement from the Bears this week. It's going to be, tough spot. But there's a number of teams that I really, really like. First and foremost, I like your Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys showed a lot of bark last week in Philadelphia, keeping it close. Now they got the miserable Giants who pretend that Russell Wilson is still an NFL quarterback. So I love Dallas. That is my lock of the week.
Nice.
To the trough with.
Nice.
Yes.
And I really think that Baltimore will bounce back, even though Cleveland has always given them trouble. That last-second loss to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills is a game that will scar you mentally. And the only way you can get it out of your system is to go out and win convincingly. So look for who I think is the best team in football, Baltimore. Look for them to make a statement game this week. Also, a couple of upsets. A lot of people like Atlanta in Minnesota, and they like Indianapolis at home against the Broncos. Last week, Broncos were my at the trough -8. They hit 8 on the number, so they pushed. But Jackson Dart, Bo Nix, who had a fantastic rookie year, well, he got his big boy pants on, and they're causing issues. He's throwing the ball into triple coverage. He thinks he's become John Elway. It's going to be a little while before Sean Payton gets him tamped down. So look for Indianapolis to beat Denver this weekend as well.
Well, man, listen, if those are those of you who just tuned in, Dan Hampton picked the Razorbacks to win this weekend, so that is a positive. We hope that is correct, Dan, because we'll be having some fun next week if that's the case, man. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you.
Go Hogs.
Thanks, Dan. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Lock of the week with the Cowboys.
Yeah. He also gave the other two games were two of my picks on the Oaklawn Sports app, so that's encouraging. Doing a thank Centennial Bank for sponsoring Dan each week.
Thank you,
We'll take a break. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number. You can text or call. I'm here with Trey Schapp on a little house on the prairie up on a hill somewhere in Oxford, Mississippi, overlooking a beautiful view with some cows.
You mentioned cattle guard. I mean,
yes.
Come on, it's fall, it's football. Oh my gosh.
I love this song, Roger. This is America. I don't know why I love this group so much from the 70s.
Oh, it's probably my favorite decade of music. Faux show is the 70s.
Is this Ventura Highway?
This one?
Yeah.
No, it's Tin Man.
Tin Man. Okay. They got so many. They got Horse with No Name,
Oh, yeah.
Sister Golden Hair, Tin Man. Good stuff.
Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man. He didn't already have it, Baz. He already had it. That's what the wizard was trying to tell them all. You're already there, bro.
Their music sound. This is the 70s.
Oh yeah.
All right, don't go away. It's 7:26 here on Morning Mayhem.
So please believe in me when I say I'm spinning round, 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 round. Smoke, blast, stain, bright curl, image going down, 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 down. So absurd, green like love.
Caleb Wooden gets in the zone with Justin and DJ, courtesy of Blue Collar Consulting, helping business owners lead with confidence and plan with purpose. Online at bluecollargrowth.com.
This is Sports Center.
A busy weekend for Arkansas's 4 Division I teams. It all begins tomorrow at 3 o'clock as the Arkansas State Red Wolves host a top 15 opponent. It'll be number 14 Iowa State coming to town. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN2. Then at 5 o'clock, Arkansas Pine Bluff takes on Lincoln, California. That's followed up at 6 o'clock by Tarleton State visiting UCA at 6 p.m. You can catch that game on ESPN+. loss, and it all leads up to that 6 o'clock time slot as the Arkansas Razorbacks are on the road in SEC play. They'll take on the Ole Miss Rebels at 6 o'clock on ESPN. You can also catch the game right here on 103.7 The Buzz, and the Hog Wild pregame show with Trey Schapp and David BAZZEL will take place at 2 p.m. Central, also right here on The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
It's going to be sunny and hot today with a high of 93 in Little Rock. Tonight, a mostly clear sky, dropping off to the upper 60s, lower 70s. Little Rock should have a low of 69. Tomorrow, 94, mostly sunny. Sunday, a few extra clouds. It's going to keep it a little cooler, 91. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen every Friday night for the high school football game of the week with Josh Neighbors and Jackson Broswell. Every Friday night this football season, the guys will travel the state to find the best matchups in high school football. And it's all brought to you by Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Midtown Plumbing, Roller Funeral Homes, and Home Hardware Center.
Hey, y'all. Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside. You can figure that up all by yourself when you touch your steering wheel 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That thing's going to brand you like a head of cattle. So you want to beat the heat? Make Family Market Stores your fill-up stop. Whether you're pulling into one of their convenience stores or grocery store locations, you're walking into cool air, great deals, and big-time savings. Grab yourself a large fountain drink, sweet tea, or lemonade, and boom, 5 cents off per gallon at the pump. Mornings more your speed? A large cup of community coffee gets you another 5 cents per gallon, and that's before your first sip. And don't forget that Family Market Rewards card. Use it inside the store to save even more on snacks, drinks, and whatever you need, and stack those savings when you gas up outside. And you'll find these deals in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and now Hot Springs. If there's not a Family Market store in your neck of the woods just yet, hold tight. One's coming. Family Market Stores, cooling you down and filling you up. Hey, y'all. Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside. You can figure that up all by yourself when you touch your steering wheel 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That thing's going to brand you like a head of cattle. So you want to beat the heat? Make Family Market Stores your fill-up stop. Whether you're pulling into one of their convenience stores or grocery store locations, you're walking into cool air, great deals, and big-time savings. Grab yourself a large fountain drink, sweet tea, or lemonade, and boom, 5 cents off per gallon at the pump. Mornings more your speed? A large cup of community coffee gets you another 5 cents per gallon, and that's before your first sip. And don't forget that Family Market Rewards card. Use it inside the store to save even more on snacks, drinks, and whatever you need, and stack those savings when you gas up outside. And you'll find these deals in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and now Hot Springs. If there's not a Family Market store in your neck of the woods just yet, hold tight. One's coming. Family Market Stores, cooling you down and filling you up.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
KABZ 103.7 The Buzz.
A Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events.
Josh, hit that billboard if you could. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da. If you like Rush, which some do, we got a Rush birthday today. Snell Peart, who they say is the one of the greatest drummers of all time.
You know, they say that. Why do they say that, Baz? I'm going to look for that thing. I don't see Josh, so let me find that spot. But go ahead. Why do they say that?
I don't know. They say he is one of the best. I mean, I tell you, what a great music birthday today.
Oh, yeah.
So many great birthday music. Barry White, George Jones, Tony Bellamy of Redbone, Gary Beckley, mentioned of America, Hans Zimmer.
That's what's getting me. Crazy Hans Zimmer. That's what I'm
we are here. I do want to say thanks to Oaklawn Sports again for sponsoring our road trips. We're going to the 5 away games, which includes Oxford, Memphis, Knoxville, Baton Rouge, then Austin, and then Trey Spielberg Shap will be putting together. What would you call it, Trey? Docudrama.
Quick docu-series.
You know what? Will it be on Netflix? Hold on, Baz. Let's do it official.
David Bazzel's SEC Road Adventures on Morning Mayhem are brought to you by Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sporting app.
Yeah, listen, Trey, people forget that Trey Shap used to work for Channel 4 and was a photographer and videographer and did a great job. And when we saw the spark, Roger, we saw the spark in Atlanta.
Sure did.
That spark, we thought that spark was out.
Oh yeah, the transition. It was listen, you know me, and I love editing. Editing is one of my favorite things,
yes.
And it's so anal that I look at
what?
it. I'm just anal about it. I'm just when I look at movies or anything, or even commercials, and I'm talking about a millisecond that only a keen eye will pick up. And when I kept bringing that up to Shap when I was looking at some stuff, and he was helping with family marketing and doing what he did such a great job, he did not get upset or concerned with it because that's his product that's going out there, and he knew what I was talking about. A millisecond of a skip. And he changed it all. And that's why I'm looking so forward to these trips, these 5 road trips you two will be together doing. And it'll only be on the road trips, yes? When he does the videos the day before.
That's
okay,
right.
very good.
Well, when we were down in Atlanta, there's something that happened to you, Trey. I don't know what it was. It was me, you, and Randy together. We were fighting through the SEC Media Days, and something just sparked. It sparked, and all of a sudden, I just had to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy he's just all of a sudden, and he did great work, and our management liked it, and he said we must do more.
It was the talent that I had to shoot.
No, it was not the
That's
talent.
What
It was a teamwork.
I mean, you get you and Double R together.
Well, let me just be honest here. It takes the artist and the subject.
Hey, but the subject, Double R, I mean, that was pretty good, right? You enjoyed it,
let me tell
Randy.
you, I only went for the free breakfast.
I will say this. It is pretty cool. We're in Oxford, Mississippi, but we're out on basically like a farm, and there's cow patties all over the place, and we're having the boys stepping on those. But we're overlooking it. It reminds me a little bit of some areas of Little Rock, Trey, that you got rolling hills, but the history of Ole Miss, some of it's not good. Some of their civil rights history, obviously, is similar to what happened at Central High School and here on this campus. And I know. Listen, I talked to Scott Hamby today. The big group of them are coming over, Roger. They were at the Jamie Johnson concert, by the way. Congratulations, Wayne Smith, for getting Jamie Johnson in because Scott Hamby said it's the best concert ever at Oaklawn, and it was packed. But anyway, Hamby's coming over.
It's been sold out since it was announced. So
that's right.
Tonight's Lover Boy. So if you want to go. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but Trey, there's something about this Ole Miss area. It's not as big as some of the other stadiums. Not even close.
No.
But what they've done with taking care of the Mannings, giving the number 18 speed limit and having the statues of them.
And 10, because right there off of Manning Way, the speed limit goes to 10. So there are some parts of the campus where the speed limit is 10. But David, another thing, and Raj and Josh, interesting about Ole Miss and Oxford, it's very close to Arkansas.
Oh, totally.
And so there are some people in Oxford at Ole Miss that have ties to the state of Arkansas as well.
Well, we were last night. We were in Taylor's Grocery. Well, obviously the athletic director of Ole Miss is
Keith Carter.
Is a Perryville native.
Yeah, he rolled up on us yesterday when we were shooting the video on his golf cart. He just left a meeting with former Little Rock basketball head coach Chris Beard, who is the head coach.
Oh, wow, that's right. Yeah. I think there's a lot of similarities between the two states, I think, in culture and a lot of stuff like that. But you know what? I had a trivia question last week, Shap. I want to throw this out. So we're waiting on RJ. That's why we're trying to figure out.
And also, too, Roger, look for Paul Simmons,
Sure.
Head coach of Harding, if he gets on the line here.
Okay, we'll try to do that. I had a question, a Trey in trivia at Mainline a couple of weeks ago, and Baz nailed it. Do you know what the question was?
No, what was the question?
It was name the
I might
sea.
know the answer.
Yeah, you will. Name the sea between Scotland and Denmark.
North.
It is the North Sea, my friend. That's exactly right.
What about
Looks like
the
we
West
got
Sands
coach.
Beach?
We got coach here, I guess.
That's it, Josh.
Let's go to the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline and talk to the head coach of Harding University, who won last night 55-0 against Southwest Oklahoma State. That's part of the story why we're calling him. First, let's say congratulations for that. Good morning, Coach. How are you doing?
Hey, man. Good morning. Good morning.
Listen, you guys, this is pretty crazy. They have not lost a home game in over 1,000 days. Obviously, do the math there. That's obviously 3 years. And so, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the game. Rex Nelson has already predicted this team of yours may, possibly win. It's got the potential to win another national championship. So let's just say right off the bat, congratulations. And so it sounds like you got another great team this year.
Well, I appreciate it. We got a bunch of awesome young men now. We got a lot of work to do and a long way to go, but they sure are fun to coach.
Well, listen, we
good start, so thank you.
We love playing your clip, your locker room talks, and the other connection is you have your son Wyatt Simmons, who is a linebacker for the Razorbacks, and I think you're able, because you guys played last night. You're coming to the game Saturday, I presume. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what a great deal for you to work that out. The other thing that's of interest, and we mentioned this on the show earlier, is that the backup quarterback for Ole Miss, Trinidad Chambliss, is a quarterback that you guys played against last year. He played for Ferris State. They beat you guys and ended up winning the national championship. So you have a good feel for the kind of player he is. Why don't you talk to us about what you saw last year in Trinidad Chambliss?
Well, I'm going to tell you, David, in the last 4 or 5 years, we have faced several guys that, ended up transferring up, guys that have gone on and been really good players at Michigan and LSU and some big-time guys. But by far, the best, most dynamic player we've ever faced is Trinidad Chambliss. And, he is he's really he's a dual-threat guy. He's not just a runner. He throws it really well. But his running, he is elusive, but he's strong. He's smart. And, between me and you, and I guess the rest of the state listening,
right, yes.
I know people that are in that program at Ole Miss that have said if he gets a start, he won't give it back. He's a special guy.
Wow. Well, he came in, Coach. He came in the last week against Kentucky when Simmons got hurt, and and they didn't throw a pass, but they, I think he ran 4 times for 13 yards, but came in and helped them win that game. And I've heard he's a stud. He's not as tall. I think Simmons is a 6'4", 6'5" guy, but Chambliss is not that big, but he's tough and he's got good speed, and you definitely think there's no drop off at all if he were to play against Arkansas this week.
Well, I haven't seen Simmons play. I don't know what kind of. I'm sure he's an elite guy, but I just, Trent is a really special player. And I hope he is. If he plays, I hope he's terrible against Arkansas. But he's an elite guy. And what's interesting about him is he transferred to Ole Miss, but he did not leave Ferris until after the spring semester.
Interesting.
So he walks on the campus in June as the 4th string guy, and now he's the 2, which kind of tells you what kind of dude he is.
Pretty remarkable. You win a national championship at Division II. You leave there, you get you a nice check, I'm sure, from Ole Miss, and there you are backing up, with a chance to. You already played in the game that helped them win a game. Now, you didn't get a chance to be at the Arkansas-State-Arkansas game, right? What did Wyatt tell you that experience was like in that big win last week?
Oh, he was fired up. He was fired up, and we got to be there. And he said there definitely was an extra amount of urgency and energy in the locker room all week long going into that ball game. And yeah, he was fired. The guys were fired up. It was awesome. I thought the Hogs played really well. I thought they played. I can't wait to go down to Oxford and see the boys play. I mean, I got a great feeling about it. But
Can you imagine?
It was an awesome experience.
Can you imagine Roger being Paul Simmons, who just joined the show? He's the head coach of Harding, won a national championship. It's where he played his ball. Bleeds Harding blood, and gives great pep talks, and then gets to have his son. He gets to go watch him play for the Razorbacks and fulfilling that dream. Just doesn't get
what a blessing. What a blessing.
Yeah, doesn't get a whole lot better than that, Paul. Well, listen, we just wanted to get you on. I know it was a late night last night. Congrats on the easy win, and I know it'll get more difficult. But we love playing your clip. And what's the part we love, Roger, where he goes, it's what he said.
It's what he said. It's what he said. You know what, Coach? We repeat that to each other quite a bit. When somebody will ask a question, and the other one will say something, and then have to it's what he said. It's what he
Roger,
said.
Do you have that clip
Do we
handy
have
before we let him go, where he just sit on with us?
You have that, Josh? You got Paul Simmons?
If you can find it real quick, we want to do it. Coach, do people tell you, because I know you can't listen to us all the time. Hopefully every once in a while you do. But do people tell you, boy, they're playing your clip again on Morning Mayhem?
Oh, no, I do. I hear that a lot, and hey, I love it. I hope you play it as long as I'm gone. That makes me really happy. That's awesome. I love it.
It's one of the great clips. And when I first heard it, I thought, man, that has got to be in our system. Listen, Coach, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate you taking the time, and we'll look for you in Oxford. I know we may run into you down here, so can't wait to see you.
Hey, I'll see you Saturday. If you find an extra sideline pass floating around, I'm your man.
All right,
got
Coach.
it,
Thanks,
see you Saturday. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
Okay. There you go. Hit that.
David said to Goliath, "You come at me with sword, and spear, and javelin, but I come at you in the name of the Lord God Almighty. Now I'm going to cut your head off and feed your body to the dogs." You understand me? That's what he said. What he said.
What he said.
What he said.
What he said. That's the part where he says,
get
I'm going to
chills.
cut your head off. You don't even have to go any further.
Oh,
I'm
my
going
gosh.
to cut your head off. You hear that said by anybody at any time, you better start watching where you're going.
It's
what he said.
He said, you come at me with spear and javelin.
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 Get a javelin in there.
He said, it's what he said.
That's what he
Oh,
said.
my gosh. What a great guy he is.
Super guy. And listen, and he is blessed, and I guarantee you that's the way he feels to be living in the world right now where he is with all the things that you just pointed out to him about winning a national title, playing at the school or coaching the school that he played at. His son's played at Arkansas where he wanted to be and all that. Absolutely.
Well, let me tell you what, boys. If it is true that Austin Simmons, Trey, because everyback's saying
if he's out,
everybody's saying in Austin he's wearing the boot all week. He's not going to play.
Right.
There you just heard that this backup is, Josh.
He's no slouch.
Yeah, I don't know if he's, maybe as good as what they're saying, but this guy knows a little bit about football, and so he must be. If he went from fourth to second string that quick, put him in the game-winning drive, and he came through, they have a lot of confidence in him. So
they have a lot of confidence in him, but he's going up against the Arkansas Razorbacks that Dan Hampton said sorry reminds him of Mike Singletary.
Boy,
that's what he said. It's what he said.
That's what he said.
I'm telling you right now, don't you back down. And if we need to get Justin Moore from Canada back on the phone so you can change your score, David.
He picked us to lose. Justin did.
No. And so did you. So if we need to get you both back on so you can go, you know what? We just got through listening to
Roger,
what are you going to say,
what's
Roger?
Your score? Yes, when we come back, you need to tell us your
I'll
score.
give you my score when we come back then, bro, Amsterdam.
All right. Don't
RJ is on hold and in traffic.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it in, Baz.
Tell him to put a little blue light up there.
I don't know.
No. Don't go there.
He's got a state rep little tag on his license plate that gets him out of trouble.
Oh, he should get an escort. He just can make his calls. I'm a state rep. Give me an escort to the buzz.
I don't know why he doesn't have it.
Let's take a break. We'll be back. We're here in Oxford. Trey Shep and I are here. and this is part of our travel to the 5 away games. We're doing a day in advance to give you a little bit of the history. A lot of history here in Oxford, one of the really more cool places in the SEC
think so.
trade.
Yeah. I mean, just the history of any of the towns you guys are going to be able to pick that up and express some of that and show some stuff. I mean, again, Mississippi has a lot of history, good and bad, for the state. We've had our own, so have so many others, but I think we're a lot closer to Mississippi than not.
Johnny Cash takes us to break. He passed away on this day back in, what was it, 2001?
Oh, I thought you said 3.
2003, 71 years old. All right, glad you're with us. 748.
Yep. You can see God's country, put a smile on your face. It's the land of my family, down in Cleveland County. It's where my mama and daddy were born, where the singing pines grow. They got some hot spring water down in the Washita country. Wash away your misery, you feel like Henry Ford.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour Champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at simmonsbank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. simmonsbank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
It's bigger than basketball. The Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic hits the FedEx Forum October 27 as Arkansas takes on the Memphis men's team, all to support the life-saving mission of St. Jude. Get tickets now at stjude.org/hoops.
Hi, this is Ted Upshaw from Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. Let us bring our over 30 years of experience to your next project. We are certified shingle masters, licensed, bonded, and insured. Are you one of the thousands of Arkansans who has received a non-renewal notice from your insurance company due to the age or condition of your roof? We can help. We offer multiple financing options, from help with your deductible all the way down for zero down for the entire project. Call today for your free evaluation, 501-621-0500, or visit us at accountablerr.com.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Hi, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. We've just received several truckloads of new inventory. Lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts, like $14,000 off the all-new 25 Ram plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. We're also going to take $8,000 off Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Come see us, tell us what you're looking for, and let us give you a deal of a lifetime. Folks, I'm serious. We're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, we still need trade-ins for our pre-owned lot. We're paying up to $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book for trades. Nobody pays more than Fletcher. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop us before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
The 14th Annual Downtown Food Truck Festival is headed to the 30 Crossing Green Space on September 21st. Whether you're a foodie, a music lover, or simply looking for a great time, Wood Rock's biggest street party of the year has something for everyone. With over 100 food trucks and vendors, live music, handmade goods, refreshing drinks, and a vibrant atmosphere, the festival is set to bring our community together again on Sunday, September 21st from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 601 President Clinton Avenue.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
If I'm a defensive player right now, I'm chewing some ass on the offensive line.
Yeah, everybody who knows drummers say that Neil Peart is like a top 5, I guess, right? Or maybe our top 5.
They say he's the best in the world history.
It's his birthday today.
Yeah, man. He's pretty good. I mean,
amongst a lot of great music birthdays today, as we mentioned. We do have a high school football going on tonight, Roger. The Buzz High School Game of the Week, Arkadelphia at Lake Hamilton. Josh will be calling that. You got Double R's high school scoreboard tonight.
It is with me and the Bear.
Somebody asked, we talked about we're on this trip thanks to Oaklawn Sports. On the 5 away games going every Thursday to the game site location. And we have this director, videographer, Trey Schapp, Spielberg Schapp, as we call him.
I love how you keep adding titles.
Yes, you do. And somebody asked if you were going to be narrating it.
No. Baz.
Come on. Because you know what? People like to hear more AI Schapp.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's part of it. And Taylor's Grocery of Oxford.
Where you can get some good fish.
On our D3 Auto Sales text line, somebody said Wes Moore said Simmons has at practice all week. Yeah. One person said Ron said fake boot story. Someone says that Norsworthy, who we listened to yesterday, Trey coming in, said apparently he was in the boot too. That's why I thought it was interesting to get those comments from Paul Simmons.
Yeah.
If Paul Simmons says that about that kid, he must be pretty good. So, wouldn't it be interesting if the backup comes in there and? Well, listen, Arkansas knows they've got some film of him, so they know what he can do, and they can go back and look at last year. Mm-hmm. He's not near as big. I think he's like 6 foot, maybe at the most. I think.
Oh,
but,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. He's not. But you know, he reminds me. What's the quarterback from Vanderbilt? Trey.
Diego Pavia.
Yeah, sort of. I think he's sort of built like him. And so, anyway, the game is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Trey will have our pregame show. I'll be doing all my Channel 7 stuff, Raj, tonight at 5, 6, and 10.
All right. I look forward to those.
And then tomorrow I'll be doing Channel 7 stuff here at the stadium at 8:30 and 9:30. And James Bryant will be back. He had a baby. He and his wife had a baby this past week, and so congrats to him. And then Trey and I will be doing our show at 2 o'clock, Trey?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, and we'll be doing it at the stadium, right? Is that where you usually do it?
We'll do it right here.
We do it right here at the Little House on the Prairie.
Right here from Little House on the Prairie. We might do it from the porch.
That's fine.
Actually, it might be too warm for that. There is a porch swing. And, Roger, I thought that it would be great to have Baz out there this morning.
You're absolutely right. Almost Uncle Herschel, like Uncle Basil, like Cracker Barrel.
He nixed it.
Well, you guys are doing that. I'll be at Boudreaux's watching the game with quite a few of my friends, buddies, and pals, and we encourage everybody, if you want to come out and hang out, have a great time, maybe win a few prizes, and call the Hogs. Boudreaux's going to be the place to be.
We've got to play a little Finish the Lyric. Justin Moore, Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville. Don't forget, if you'd like to register to win a new Honda Foreman 4x4 ATV, you can check that out online at hondaofrussellville.com or on Facebook. It's the ultimate hunting ATV, so do that. That's coming up. Got Heather Baker coming up from AY Magazine. RJ Hawk brought to you by our buddy Don Grisham and Natural State Wholesale. Caden Kittler, who was great last week.
Yeah.
And what he said about what he was going to do to Arkansas State. He's coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, brought to you by J. Martin Law.
Yeah.
So you got that. Yes, Trey, you can say?
Trinidad Chambliss, 6 foot, 200 pounds, senior transfer.
Yeah.
Where's number 6?
Stocky, strong guy.
Number 6.
Listen, here's the deal. Ole Miss is always going to play good offense under, and I already mentioned the stats under Kiffin.
Yep.
They're going to be good no matter what quarterback they have in there.
Sure.
Now, listen, they've had some off games. So that 6 interception game against the Razorbacks a couple years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, so they can have off games. Last night, the Packers did beat the Commanders 27-18. By the way, all my picks for this weekend, pro and college, are on the Oaklawn Sports app. I don't know if they're up yet, but they will be. Well, they will be there at some point today. But all the lines are spread. I think it's amazing that the line for Arkansas-Ole Miss started at 9.5, all the way down to 6 now. And that's got to be about the quarterback play, I would believe. So
That's 6.5 is what I have.
yes, look at you. Look at you. You know what you're doing.
Well, listen, I'm following you. You're my guy.
Yeah,
listen,
listen,
I told Samantha last night. She said, "Hey, look at Baz's picks. Not only do you need Christmas money, we need Amazon money. So that's what we're counting on."
I've started off slow, but still a lot of season left.
Yeah, man.
All right, don't go away. We're glad you're with us today. It is 8 o'clock.
Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
River City Flooring presents Pat Bradley in the Zone with Justin and DJ each week. River City Flooring. Find them online at rivercityflooringinc.com. That's rivercityflooringinc.com.
ESPN and The Buzz gives you the complete sports and entertainment package.
I love that game.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
Authorities arrest a man for the disappearance and deaths of 2 bauxite women. The Saline County Sheriff's Office says Michael Wesser is accused in the deaths of Denise Rhodes and Robin DeSort. The investigation began July 12th following a fire at Denise Rhodes' home. Rhodes and her neighbor, Robert DeSort, were reported missing days later. DeSort's SUV was later found on an ATV trail near Rhodes' home. Detectives discovered Wesser had contacted with Rhodes and DeSort before their disappearance, as well as evidence related to the abandoned SUV. Sunday, investigators found human remains near his house. DNA confirmed those belonged to the 2 women. Wesser faces capital murder, abuse of a corpse, and arson charges. This is KARK's Caroline Derby for the Buzz Radio Network.
Insure your auto, home, life, and everything in between with Shelter Insurance. Find a local agent by calling 1-800-SHELTER or at shelterinsurance.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
No doubt about it, summer is not done. Today, sunny and hot with a high of 93 degrees. Tonight, we'll have a mostly clear sky. When it becomes calm, we'll drop down to 69 for the overnight low. Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny and hot with a high of 94. A few clouds on Sunday, making it a high of 91. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Accountable Roofing and Remodeling presents Bruce James every Tuesday morning this fall on Morning Mayhem. Bruce will break down each game, the opponent, and the Razorback program the only way he knows how, and that's with no punches pulled. Bruce James with David, Roger, and Justin on Morning Mayhem, presented by Accountable Roofing and Remodeling, home of the 10-year leak-free guarantee.
Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th at First Security Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Grab the 4-pack and save. Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th, First Security Amphitheater.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $289 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 469-405-7740 for details.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at HondaRussellville.com or on Facebook.
More fiber and laxatives, eh?
Who are you?
I'm future you.
Future me?
Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
It's Justin Acree for CertaPro Painters, and I highly recommend the folks at CertaPro for your next project, whether it's for your home or your business. Interior or exterior, doesn't matter. They always go the extra mile. They painted the exterior of my home before, and what impressed me the most was the attention to detail. They notice a few boards that need minor repairs before they paint them. They will take care of that as well and save you headaches later on. Schedules fill up fast, so get on the schedule now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate now at CertaPro.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
No! Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the name?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass. So, man, Justin Moore, who performed in Canada last night. Was it Alberta? I can't remember now where it was, Raj.
Do you say? I don't know. I don't know Calgary.
Calgary. It was Calgary.
Okay.
It was Calgary. Yeah.
That's right.
We are Morning Mayhem is all over the place. Roger is back in studio with Josh. Trey Shapp and I are on the road in Oxford, Mississippi, where we spent the afternoon checking out the campus, checking out the square, which I really love. It's really a cool place. I'm going to see the Hambies and some other folks. Our buddy Doug Schneider is here. There's a lot of folks that have come. As Trey said, it's only 3 hours really from Central Arkansas, so it's not a bad drive
Not
at all.
bad at all. Just a hair over driving to Memphis.
So we're hanging out here. We'll do some Channel 7 stuff tonight. Roger will have his watch party tomorrow. Trey and I will do our pregame show, Hog Wild pregame show at 2 o'clock. I'll do Channel 7 coverage in the morning as well. Appreciate them. And a lot of it's brought to you by Oaklawn, and we appreciate them and their support. And, Roger, you had a good night last night at Mainline Sports while Jamie Johnson was over at the event center.
Jamie Johnson was over there. He took quite a few of my folks over there, and I do not blame them. Jamie Johnson was sold out not long after they did what they did, but I did have Mainline Sports Bar trivia for the folks that came out. Saw some new faces out there. Saw a guy who forgave me because either his dad or his pawpaw owned C.J. Horner Company, which was right across from where I lived in the housing projects in Hot Springs as a kid, where myself, Steve Patton, and Rodney Matthews, 3 Hot Springs boys, broke into, just for fun, of the warehouse back when we were single-digit kids. I think we were maybe 10, and John Horner stopped by and wanted to get to the bottom story. And just like in the old TV show, we have an update. He has solved the mystery. It was me from this radio station. So hats off to John Horner for stopping by and a new table of those folks that stopped by. Remember, tonight it's a Loverboy there at Oaklawn.
Couple things, congrats to Wayne Smith for getting Jamie Johnson. That was, again, for Hamby to say he's been to a lot of them. That's the best concert ever at Oaklawn. That's great. Couple things. RJ Hawk in the studio. We've got to introduce him here in a second. We're going to talk with Heather Baker coming up in a few minutes as well. Somebody says, Roger, is the Ole Miss quarterback injury above or below the knee?
I don't know. Listen, that's a legitimate. That's a legitimate question for betting purposes.
If he's walking in a boot.
If RJ is there, before we go to Heather, let's go ahead and introduce RJ and get him in the mix.
Go and do that right now. Mix it up.
A man of many talents, play-by-play broadcaster, real estate agent, and now a state legislator. It's time to talk all things Arkansas with R.J. Hawk, presented by Natural State Wholesale, proudly trusted by major manufacturers all over the world for 25 years. Go see the Flooring King, Don Gresham, at Natural State Wholesale.
Yeah.
Good morning, RJ. How are you?
Hey, guys. If you're out driving around Central Arkansas today on I-30 at the 135, there's a bad accident, and it's backed up from literally 65th Street in Little Rock to Benton right now, and it's really bad.
You can't push a button and I'll get a police escort, being the state rep that you are.
Or like Baz said, put a blue light on your dash.
Definitely not doing the blue light. But no, we can't do that. But I just hope everybody's okay over at I-30. Hey, by the way, I love the name Trey Spielberg. I think that is very fitting.
He is. He's doing his best work ever.
Well,
right
because
now.
Here's the deal. Like, once again, I thought that the SEC Media Day stuff was done by Rankino.
Yes.
And then I was told that Trey was actually the mastermind behind that. And so,
he's a master.
I was wondering why Trey was calling and asking why he wanted my drone the other day.
And she has a fantastic view
here we go.
of the North Sea and the West Sands Beach.
I
hope you enjoy my interview with her coming up here in a matter of minutes.
Hold on, RJ, not done yet.
So good.
Trey, you should really do some like Rinaldi stuff while you like the voiceover on the video.
So true.
Like you should go. Today we are at the Grove.
It's the
where
AI
history. There was once a war that went across the Grove.
Could you imagine
but today, they play football.
Can you imagine getting Trey and Jamie Price together to do a spot?
Oh, my gosh. We've got to get Jamie Price from the Grove.
I wouldn't be able to hear it, but for everybody else, it'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go to Heather, I did want to ask RJ, I don't know if you heard me read this morning, but in the Democrat Gazette, they gave a figure. They gave the figure on the first 4 raffles for the Razorbacks and what the average was. It was $185,000, which obviously comes out to basically 90,000 for the university, 90,000 for the winner. So you've done that for us. So are you happy with those first 4? That goes back to baseball too.
Well, I will say that there was a certain somebody that testified that said it'd only make $800. And so, he has been proven wrong time and time again. Now, the War Memorial game was low, and part of that was because they didn't sell in person.
Right.
I think
Gotcha.
it was
I
bad.
want to hold you to. Give me what was the difference between the first 2 games?
Well, so the first 2 games you were able to sell in person.
Okay.
You had people you could walk up to somebody and buy a
Could do
ticket.
that.
Along
Okay.
with do it
Very good.
online.
Okay.
The War Memorial game they strictly only did it online,
that
and
right?
there were no in-concourse sales or anything like
All
that.
right, that was
the thing about
they
it.
had enough going on.
Right now they've started a new raffle for the Notre Dame
Yes,
game.
we talked about
so
that.
it's
Yeah.
actually going to go now through the Ole Miss game up into the Notre
Wow,
Dame.
we got
game.
2 games
So
before, okay.
that pot could be really big going into that Notre Dame game.
Well, but according to the paper now, RJ, and we'll go ahead and get Heather on as well, says the winning ticket drawn during Saturday's game at Ole Miss will earn the ability to lead the Razorbacks at the top of the hog walk into the Broyles Athletic Center prior to the game against Notre Dame on September 27th.
That's cool.
The ticket chosen during the September 20th game at Memphis will win 2 tickets and pregame sideline passes to the Notre Dame game.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Wow,
So,
I'm telling you, very cool.
I heard people saying that the advertisement for the Razorback raffle's been not very good, and I don't know the extent
I haven't
of that.
seen much
but
yet.
I would say that if they're giving you tickets and sideline passes,
it's big.
they're doing what they can to get that out there.
Yeah, that's big.
Hey, and by the way, ASU had a raffle, and I think that they did like 60,000 on their first raffle at ASU.
Very nice.
And so I hear that there's some Division II schools that are looking to do it this week. So it's starting to catch on across the state.
Speaking of Division II, somebody put on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Well, Baz, that the backup is Chambliss is only Division II. I said, listen, do you know who our best player was on the team last year? Was a former Division II guy, Andrew Armstrong, that was one of the best in the SEC. And he said, good point.
Oh, yeah. It's a great point. I mean, there's a trophy for Division II guys.
That's exactly right. Do want to thank Don Grisham and Natural State Wholesale for sponsoring RJ each week.
Absolutely.
We had Don on last week.
Yeah, Don was
as
your
our
picker.
Guest picker.
He did a good job, right?
He did a great job.
Yeah, he did. Don knows his football.
Are you
he
guys
does.
keeping up with the stats?
We
of
don't
the
we don't keep a tally.
Oh, you should do that for the guest picker.
Yeah, you should do that,
Yeah, we
Trey.
should.
Come on.
Yeah,
Use your head. Use your
Add that
head.
to something else I have to do on the weekend on a Saturday. Yeah, we'll just add that in.
Now, listen, we got to check in with Heather Baker, and this may be an all-time new. I think she is actually in a treehouse right now. And I'm not talking about a regular treehouse. I think she's in one of those, like, houses in a tree. Let's check in with her now if we can. Yeah.
She has the busiest social calendar in the state of Arkansas. Her insight on what to do across the state is unrivaled. She is the go-to person when you need an event promoted. It's time to talk to the queen of promotions from AY Magazine and Arkansas Money and Politics. It's Heather Baker.
All right, Heather, please confirm, are you up in a tree right now with your love, Ryan? And what's the view like if so?
It is beautiful, yes. These are exquisite. These are the most extraordinary tree houses I've ever been in. We're in one of the couples one. It is so beautiful. I mean, every piece of furniture in here is just beautiful. And then we have a huge hot tub overlooking the Washita National Forest. And I'm about to have a chef come in, Chef Alex, and he's going to make us breakfast. Last night we had a couples massage. We went into town and we went to Hammer and Stain and made crafts. I think you liked our post. We made some Christmas stuff, and we're hanging out with our friend at the Gangster Museum. We're going to do some tours of the Gangster Museum. But yes, this Hot Springs, this is so. It's like only 2 minutes from Central. So you think where you get off and go down the road to get here. But it's not off a beaten path, so you're so close to the city, but you're like in the woods completely when you get here.
Okay, so I'm looking at it now. So what it is, it's not really built in a tree. It's built up where it's surrounded by trees, and it's as tall as a tree. Correct?
All right, I want to see it.
Yes, I'm as tall as the tallest trees right now.
So
you're
basically in a mansion.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're spot on, RJ. That's exactly where I am.
Well, that's really cool. I think the website is inthetrees.com if you want to check out where she's at. All right, listen, we're over here in Oxford getting ready to watch a big game tomorrow night. Of course, kickoff at 6 o'clock on ESPN. What's happening around the rest of the state that we need to know about, Heather?
Well, there's actually a ton of fun events, and we'll start with our 4-day Jeep activities, Jeep show, poker run, obstacle courses, Jeep bingo, scavenger hunt, and all. And that's going to be going in Eureka Springs. I've actually attended this before, but this is the 5th year for the Eureka Springs Jeep Jam. So if you're into that, that's all weekend. You have to get your Jeep registered, and you have to buy pre-tickets to get into that. Do you want to hang out in Argenta? We have the Dogtown Throwdown. Argenta Arts District is putting on the ultimate tailgate theme with community festivals. There's going to be live music, delicious food, local markets. It's family-friendly fun going on, and that is tonight and all day tomorrow and tomorrow night getting ready for the game. So they're going to be celebrating that there as well. We have Arkansas Comic Con. So I think we have Adam Baldwin from Full Metal Jacket, Randy Quaid, National Lampoon is going to be here, Scott Innes with the Scooby-Doo, Priscilla Presley. Didn't y'all just visit
Yes.
recently?
What? Holy moly.
Yeah.
Where is this? This
is Comic-Con. This is at the State House Convention Center. It's going on all weekend. We also have Bonnie Wright from Harry Potter. We have Tom Kenny from SpongeBob. Let me see who's done this list. The Little Mermaid is going to be. Oh, and let me not forget Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh,
we got to have some WWF here.
Now we're talking big time.
Right, Roger?
All right, what's next?
Yeah, so we also have Mark Twain tonight. That's going to be at Robinson Center.
Yeah.
This is our Emmy Award-winning Richard Thomas. He's the only authorized actor to perform in this play. They have tickets that are still available. It'll be going on Friday all the way through Sunday night, so you can get those tickets at celebrityattractions.com. Tinkerfest. Tinkerfest is a one-day festival dedicated to creativity, curiosity, and innovation. That's at the Museum of Discovery. That's been going on for years. It's so much fun. Tickets are only $12 and $14. That's Saturday morning from 9 to 3. We also have a food festival at St. Anne's International Church, and this is going to be, people are going to bringing foods from country regions all around, from tacos, Mexican corn, sopapillas, kettle corn, cotton candy, tamales, so much more, from 5 to 9 at St. Anne's Church in North Little Rock. This is something I've never seen come to Arkansas before in Conway. It's called the Conway Fire and Flow, but this is where they're going to be welcoming in someone from What's a Dragon Staff to watch me do backflip fans, and they're going to have lit-up juggling with fire and spinning fire breathers, all of this. So much fun. Saturday night, 5 to 10 at the Laurel Park in Conway. And then lastly, we have so many more, but I have to give a shout out to Mark Goodsell. Mark is putting on his huge car show. It's the 26th annual Saturday, 9 o'clock. There's over 250 cars already registered for this. So you're going to be talking about cars, trucks, antique classics, from local dealers and all such. You've got to check that out if you're a car fan on Saturday.
He's sorry.
Somebody says here was listening, said, I actually stayed at In the Trees for our honeymoon at the end of June. Beautiful. You guys need to do a remote there.
We should, Bash.
Yeah.
We should.
Love
Just,
to.
yeah,
Love to.
I would love to.
All right.
Well, I can definitely set that. I'll
set it up.
Set it up.
They're building one that's holds 16 people. From 2 people all the way up to a huge group, so you can have. But they have the cutest. They have a vinyl store in the middle of the woods. So, if you want to check out records and books, and we're doing a beekeeping experience, and we have e-bikes. It's so much fun.
No. You set it up. I don't mean to yell. I love your mother.
Thanks, Heather. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Absolutely.
Heather.
Y'all have a great weekend. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. Go Hogs. And she didn't mention that I will be at Boudreaux's, but that's okay. She's got a lot going on, but that's where I'll be.
That's the big event of the year.
R.J. Hawk is here. Now, we have some folks that are saying that a coroner is on scene at the accident on Friday.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if I'm true or not.
I did not see that, but I
know
just
you did. I know you did. I'm just saying. I don't know.
We just were talking about there was a death at the intersection near the Grove where we were yesterday. Thursday morning in Pine Bluff. Man, I tell you, I think people are, if they would be shocked to see the number of fatalities that are related to car accidents every year in this country, it is I want to say it's either like 25,000 or 50,000. I mean, every year it's a crazy number.
You know, Baz, and to show how no one's promised tomorrow, how it's fleeting, and how some people are oblivious to things like that, and how dangerous certain areas are. When you text me, I was at Pop's Lounge about the accident there in Pine Bluff, and you told me, I mean, with what you it was horrific. Someone died. Isn't that right? Didn't someone?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Right, someone died, and when I got through there, and I was in Hot Springs, and I got through there, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half later, there was no I had no idea that had happened. No idea that had happened, so you don't know. But Taylor, Grayson, and I think Jamie did the same thing. They said, look, before you leave at that intersection there in Pine Bluff, you better count 2 Mississippi before you take off and look both ways. So, and I don't know if it's a phone issue or not, but it seems like that may have something to do with it. Speaking of phone, some people were saying, and I brought this up, Baz, last week, that they had shut down Wi-Fi and TV streaming and all that at War Memorial last week during the ball game. No one has confirmed that with me except the folks that came to Boudreaux's that were at the tailgate party, having a tailgate at War Memorial that said there was an issue there. I say that to say that was also an issue if what happened, RJ, with the 50-50 betting. Because you couldn't use your phone at War Memorial.
I don't think they shut it down.
They don't shut it down. Yeah, there's so many people. It's hard to work. That's the issue.
And I have later found out that part of the reason why the traffic backup was so bad was because they were having people use their credit card to get into the parking lot, and it was connected to the Wi-Fi, and so it went down. And so they thought people's cards were being declined, so they were having people turn around in the spot, which was backing traffic up, and it just was a big cluster.
Oh wow! Okay.
Just got these numbers in from Zach Gillum from Oaklawn Sports. So the line, Roger and RJ, I think where we last talked about it was 6.5. Arkansas is plus 6.5. Yeah. Taylon Green has his over 239.5 yard total passing yards is one. Mike Washington over 59.5 yards rushing. Taylon Green over 43.5 yards rushing. Those are a couple of prop bets. I'm telling you, there is no way Mike Washington does not get over 60 yards, and there's no way Taylon Green does not get over 43 yards rushing. That would be a surprise to me. Of course, we could certainly be wrong. That just would be that's really if they can hold Mike Washington to 60 yards, we are dead in the water.
If they hold Mike Washington to 60 yards, then the 63 over/under scares me on who gets 63 points.
So
yeah, he better have more than 60 yards.
Last night about 11, I took a parlay I took Arkansas at 6.5 with the over. Right. And I feel good about it, guys. I really do. I think
RJ.
I think this could be this.
Me, and Dan Hampton.
People. I had a big
only one.
Look, I had a big parlay the other day on the Oaklawn app, so I was pretty pumped.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you report it?
4 games.
4 games, very nice.
Yeah.
You can go. Matter of fact, when you go to the Oaklawn Sports app, it's got a little thing where you just click on it. And it's got all the Arkansas picks right there. I mean, it's really easy at the top. So. Yeah. Whether it be player passing, player rushing, game first, quarter,
Are you
first
on
half.
There yet?
Yeah, I've not. I just asked Zach. I said, when am I going up? I guess it's always on Friday is tradition. I actually got it to him on Wednesday.
I thought it was on.
By the way, I love how last year Baz was talking about how great he was at his picks and he's the best in the world, and now he's coming out in the touchdown club going, yeah, I pretty much sucked this week. I was awful this week.
Let me take up from above on this.
Now, here's the touchdown club.
He's never been that guy. He just had to defend himself over some people. Here's the other part of it. He got 65%, which is fantastic.
Which is great.
It's not 100%, so he's getting the losses out of the way early. We're going to go big.
Yeah, RJ,
go big on the back end.
RJ.
Hey, this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, here's the thing, though, Basil, at the touchdown club, you should go, you know what? This week I did 80%. I was great, no matter what happened.
I like where your head's at.
I will say this, when you're trying to make picks early in the season, you don't know the teams as well.
Yeah,
you
that's
haven't seen them. So listen, I've got like 9 games this week, and so the problem when you pick that many games, obviously there's a chance you could lose that many games. Hang in there with me out there. Listen, if you want to fade me as the kids say.
fade
If you want to fade me, go ahead.
If you
No,
want to
nobody's
fade me.
fading you.
If
Listen,
you want to ride or die with me, jump on. Let's go.
Barry Groom says the same things when you're betting early on the high school games. You've got to wait to see how they are.
Yes. All right, listen, coming up here, we're going to visit with Danny West. And I don't know if you heard RJ, but lost to one of our big commitments
Yeah, I
yesterday,
heard that.
offensive lineman. I'm almost now the high school stuff. I'm just like, does it really matter?
You don't even
Is it
count.
really-
You can't even count on them until signing day because it's just going to. By the way, speaking of high school, there's a bunch of big games tonight. You've got Parkview at Bryant tonight. Conway, who's down to like their third string quarterback, they're playing Marion. And then Robinson has Lakeside. And, the Robinson running back could be a contender for the McFadden Award this year.
Very nice.
He is a heck of a running back over there at Robinson. So, and don't forget Hunter Yurchek this week at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. So get your tickets if you want to come hear Yurchek.
Buzz High School Game of the Week tonight, Arkadelphia and Lake Hamilton. The second week in a row that the Buzz game features a Hot Springs team.
Yeah.
All right, I am here with Trey Shepper Spielberg as he prepares the 3.5-minute docudrama of me here in Oxford. A lot of great stuff. We ate last night at Taylor's Grocery, one of the historic places, been open since 1889. Some of the best catfish in America right there at Taylor's Grocery. All right, don't go
Hold on, Baz. Hockey's got to live.
Hey,
so
I got to run.
Don.
We've got legislative audit today, so I got to run to the Capitol. But I want to thank Don at Natural State Wholesale. If you want flooring fixtures, you're going to save a lot of money, more than you would at the big box store. Go to naturalstatewholesale.com. Also, they've got the warehouse. If you're wanting appliances, outdoor furniture, roofing supplies, ceiling fans,
lawnmowers,
dog food, they've got everything at the warehouse. Go by and see them or go online, naturalstatewholesale.com.
Thanks, RJ. Thanks for taking the time to get here, Bob.
All right, don't go away. Danny West up next.
This is a place where second best will never do. It's okay to want you shine, but once you step across that line, no matter where you hide, I'm coming after you. Shake down, break down, take down, everybody wants to.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is SportsCenter.
A busy weekend for Arkansas's 4 Division I teams. It all begins tomorrow at 3 o'clock as the Arkansas State Red Wolves host a top 15 opponent. It'll be number 14 Iowa State coming to town. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN2. Then at 5 o'clock, Arkansas Pine Bluff takes on Lincoln, California. That's followed up at 6 o'clock by Tarleton State visiting UCA at 6 p.m. You can catch that game on ESPN Plus, and it all leads up to that 6 o'clock time slot as the Arkansas Razorbacks are on the road in SEC play. They'll take on the Ole Miss Rebels at 6 o'clock on ESPN. You can also catch the game right here on 1037 The Buzz, and the Hog Wild pregame show with Trey Schapp and David BAZZEL will take place at 2 p.m. Central, also right here on The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
It's going to be sunny and hot today with a high of 93 in Little Rock. Tonight, a mostly clear sky, dropping off to the upper 60s, lower 70s. Little Rock should have a low of 69. Tomorrow, 94, mostly sunny. Sunday, a few extra clouds. It's going to keep it a little cooler, 91. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Suit up for game day and join Roger Scott at the People's Watch Parties. The tradition continues at Boudreaux's Grill and Bar, 9811 Maumelle Boulevard in North Little Rock. So come cheer on our team. Roger is sure to have his bag of goodies, and Boudreaux's will have great food and drink specials. The fun is at Boudreaux's and the People's Watch Party with the host with the most, Roger Scott, and your fun and game station, 1037 The Buzz.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There are no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
This is Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Looking for a trailer repair? Need a new truck bed? HJ Trailer Sales has you covered. We're also your one-stop shop for Iron Bull, Good Guys, Hillsboro trailers, and yes, Hart trailers. We've even got them too. Family owned and operated, we're the most trusted trailer store in the state with tons of financing options to fit your budget. Come see why everyone rolls with HJ Trailer Sales. HJ Trailer Sales, built on trust, driven by quality. Visit hjtrailersales.com or stop by today.
I'm Stephen Davis, and this is your Travs report for Friday. Travs wrapping up the season this weekend. They were officially eliminated from playoff contention and a possible defense of last year's Texas League title on Tuesday night as they fell in 13 innings that night. Second 13-inning game in their last 3 contests on Tuesday. They've bounced back, though, with wins on Wednesday and Thursday to get back over 500 for the season. Travs winning their 68th ball game of the year last night, 7-5 over Tulsa. Caleb Cowley hitting his 14th home run of the year. Cowley leading the club with 60 RBIs this year. Former Razorback finishing strong in 2025. Jared Sundstrom hit a tie-breaking homer in the 6th inning that the Travs never trailed again after that. Sundstrom's 12th of the year. Meanwhile, left-hander Adam Seminaris, who's been with the Travs all year and has been very consistent, matched his career high with 7 innings last night, winning his 7th ball game of the season as the Travs topped Tulsa last night, 7-5. 3 games to go in the year for the Travs. It starts tonight, 7 o'clock. Coverage over on Buzz 2 starts at 6:45 as the Travs wrap up the regular season in Tulsa this weekend with 3 against the Drillers. I'm Stephen Davis, and this is your Travs report.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. David BAZZEL's SEC Road Adventures on Morning Mayhem are brought to you by Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sporting app.
All right, it is 8:34, live from Oxford, Mississippi. We're in the Little House on the Prairie, and got some cool stuff coming out a little bit later today that Trey Schapp is putting together. A little montage of our travels yesterday around campus and around the square there in Oxford, as well as Taylor Grocery, one of the famous restaurants here right outside of Oxford, about 7 miles away. It'll be good
Taylor
stuff.
Taylor Grocery is a restaurant, but it started out as a mercantile. So the thing about that thing is that same building, that same location has been around since
1889. Yeah, crazy. I mean, think about that, Roger. 1889, that building is 2 buildings combined, but that courthouse has been there since 1872. The first one, Grant and all those generals burned it down. The Union Army burned it down in 62. They built it 10 years later. It's still there, along with J.E. Nelson's department store, and that's been there since 1839. I mean, it's just crazy how long. Right there on the square. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Well, I might be doing some of my Channel 7 stuff from the square, too, so we'll see.
I hope so. I hope to see some of that.
We got to do, after we get through with Danny West, we'll play a little Justin Moore Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville. Don't forget to register to try to win that Honda Foreman 4x4 ATV. Check them out online at hondaofrussellville.com or on Facebook. So that's coming up as well. Do we have Danny?
Let's find out.
Let's rock and roll.
Danny, are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Hold on.
Now it's time for the man that knows Razorback recruiting from hogsports.com.
No.
It's Danny West.
That's not it.
Follow
No.
him on Twitter
No.
at Danny.
Don't recognize that woman. Know where she came from. Get out of here.
Yeah. Danny, hold on.
Danny,
don't
Let's
go
get it
anywhere.
right,
Listen,
boys.
and please don't let anybody know how.
this is sort of like
Embarrassing
Razorback
this is.
recruiting right now.
He's known across the state as the king of recruiting. He's a sea of knowledge when it comes to the future of the Hogs, and he's jumping into the mayhem on the Buzz. From hogsports.com, it's Danny West, presented by HJ Trailer Sales. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or visit them in Hot Springs on Albert Pike.
There it is,
Good
Daniel.
morning, Danny. How are you, bud?
Good morning, fellas.
Listen.
Doing okay. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, I've been seeing Roger. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I think we talked about it last week about Danny's wife doing all these. How would you call it? What are the items? How would you call the things that she's doing, Danny? That she's creating?
Yeah, we've got a little side business. It's really a custom gift shop, more of a laser engraving kind of a side thing that we do here from home. And it kind of started like that, Baz. And, if a kid would kill a deer, somebody I know, we would give them a gift. And then it just kind of grew from there and became its own thing. And now we have a website. So I've been helping push that and
What
trying
is
to
it?
help her
What
grow
is
the
it? I
thing.
wanna go
But
What
I'll
is it? What's the
actually-
website?
Yeah, KCDubsWorkshop.com. It's the KC, of course, being her own added flair, being a KC girl, and so we make custom gifts. I appreciate you bringing that up. She'll be thrilled that
you
you
bet.
mentioned that, man. Thank
Listen, maybe we do some special Roger Scott swag.
We
You know what?
we
Let's
can
see.
do it.
Casey, listen, I want to see
Casey
what
Dubs.
the-
Casey Dubs.
Workshop.
All right, I'm going to go look that thing up. I've got
.com.
my
You got it. Thank you,
my
Bass.
40th wedding anniversary is this weekend,
Yeah.
so I need
What?
Maybe I can.
What?
What I say? What he said? It's what he said. It's what he said.
Get her to work. She's got to get working fast.
You know,
Roger.
Quick turnaround on
We've
this.
got, listen, we will go ahead. We
Heads
will.
up next time.
Yeah, that's okay because we can get it FedEx and I can write it off.
That's right.
All right, so we have to start on some negative news. You texted me yesterday. Consistent 4-star offensive lineman Bryce Gilmore said yesterday he's reopened his recruitment after he committed to Arkansas back in June. 6'5", 290, Prosper, Texas. I know he was a 4-star and I think the top 15 in the country, a 172 overall prospect, and that's hate to see that because he was one of the better ones that we got the commitment from.
The best one, in my opinion,
the best
by
one. Oh,
far.
wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
he was top ranked according to our rankings, and I think everybody else, Baz. This kid's, I think he's going to play on Sundays to keep it short and painless. When he committed in June, people can go back and hear me rave about this kid. He's just incredible. And there's no way of saying it, Baz. It sucks. It sucks for Arkansas.
Yeah.
This was a bad. It has to sting them. And let's say this: it really depends on where he ends up, on how you can react to it.
Yeah, you
but
bet.
It sure sounds like Texas Tech is sitting in a really good spot here. And of course, we know that Texas Tech has been throwing out a lot of money. So, I know it probably gets no easier to accept this over and over again, but guys, it just looks like Texas Tech or another school has come in and kind of outbid you. So
Okay. So
That's a bad one.
so for those that are wondering, and we've talked about this off and on over the last 6 months, for people that are wondering, what would be a figure that you would think that maybe to get a guy like this to flip like that, what would be a number? This kid is an 18-year-old, 17-year-old, senior in high school. What kind of number you think Texas Tech could throw at him to get him to flip? What do you think it would be? Somewhere. Guesstimating, of course.
I think it would be above $500,000.
Good Lord, have mercy.
I think that would be safe, Baz. This kid,
Roger.
this one here,
Young man. Can you
this one
believe
here in
that?
particular,
Wow.
based on the measurables and you look at some of the things that they're really in love with from a ranking standpoint. Yeah, I'd venture to say over $500,000.
Well, you know what? You need to tell these kids that money doesn't buy happiness.
That's right.
Wow. Well, do we have any good news that you can share, Danny, for Razorback fans?
Yeah, so
KC Cup, just go back to the.
come save the day on this one, Dan. Yeah, Bryce Gilmore leaving is that's a tough one to spin into any kind of positivity, Baz. I can tell you this: they still have 4 offensive line commitments that they're excited about, but I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I think all 4 of those guys will have a hard time reaching the same ceiling. Now, they may show up and be just as good for the first couple years, but I mean, long-term ceiling, Bryce Gilmore was the guy I think that probably they felt like could be your next first rounder potentially after Shaq McCroy. And that's the kind of the second part that we have to touch on with this, Baz. You know, it's easy for us to always flip out and say, man, it's a awful loss, and man, it's just another backbreaker for Pittman from a perception standpoint, from a future depth standpoint, and all that's true. But at the same time, we're sitting here right now going into week 3, and one of the most highly touted offensive linemen that's joined Arkansas in a long time still isn't starting as a redshirt freshman coming in from Oregon. Of course, we're talking about Shaq McCroy, so. You know, it's not a case where this guy was just going to come in and start and be, you know, day one Orlando Pace, Sean Andrews, a Hall of Famer. You know, he may have needed a couple years too, just like most of them do, but that's not the point, is it? It's about rebuilding better depth, and hopefully this thing settles and it gets back to development and keeping guys, and that's really tough when you can't even get them on campus sometimes before they get stolen.
How do you feel about the game tomorrow, Danny? What do you think? Sorry.
Bad gun, boy. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what, Baz? I'm stepping out there on this one. I know there was a little bit of a little bit of yapping going on going into the season. I heard you say, Danny, they were on you about the Ole Miss prediction, but you know I didn't hear anybody last year when I nailed Arkansas's prediction for the season, and I nailed Ole Miss's prediction. Yeah, I didn't quite have 63-31 last year. But it's a new year, boys, and I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to pick where Taylon Green is as a quarterback right now based on what we've seen early in the year over a potentially banged-up Austin Simmons, but a much younger Austin Simmons that hasn't just been as clean and you know, methodical, I guess, as Taylon against much stronger competition. You know, they've seen an SEC game. Granted, Arkansas has not been as tested, but I'm going to roll with the mojo on this one. I think Arkansas pulls an upset.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It can happen. Obviously, it's tough to win on the road, you know, and they did not look great against Kentucky. We talked to Paul Simmons, as you know, head coach of Harding. His son Wyatt's a backup linebacker, and he said he played against the Chambliss, the backup kid for Ole Miss. He was on that Ferris State National Championship team. He said he's the real deal. He said, that he knows people over there affiliated here and where we are in Oxford, and said that if that kid gets in there, he may never. In other words, if Simmons was unable to play, he may never give it up.
That's deal going on.
Could be. We'll see. Because you know, the big question is how much can Simmons play? How effective will he be? But apparently, they really liked his backup and gave him some good money to come from Ferris State. So, hey, one more time. Of course, we do want to thank H.A. Trailer Sales and Trey and the gang over there for being a continued sponsor for you. Throw out your wife's website one more time so people can check it out.
Baz, you're too kind. KCDubsWorkshop.com. And people that follow me have probably seen me. I probably annoy people with it. I try not to. I am going to keep the main thing, as they say, but I'm just trying to help out the wife and boost some morale.
I can see
I
maybe.
Appreciate you doing that, brother.
Brother. Is it Dubs as in dog or Cubs as in C? I can't
Dubs.
hear.
Dubs.
All right, well, I'm not finding because it's taking me to KC Cubs. I need to see that. Danny, send me the link.
That's a much different website. Stay off that one, Raj.
It is. It's a much different one because I'm looking at it. Can you send me a link? Do you have my number?
I will.
Have you unblocked me yet? Will you send me the link?
I'd like to take a look. Unblock you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, happy anniversary to you and your wife, Raj.
Thank you,
sir. I really appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you,
Danny.
Thank
See you, buddy. Thanks, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, very good.
Let's take a quick break. Take a quick break. Come back and let's get a contestant for a little. Justin Moore, Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville.
Listen, I don't want to give anybody. I don't want to get in the way here, Baz, but I've just got to say it.
Yes.
But Danny said it. Oh, wait a minute. 2 Dan said it. Dan Hampton, Dan West. I don't know where RJ went. Roger Scott. Listen, the Hogs win this ball game. The Hogs win this ball game. I'm just telling the Hogs win, and I need you. You're the number one prognosticator in the state of Arkansas.
I thought you were going to tease a hint for finish the lyric.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Well,
yes.
no. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think heaven's so far away that the Hogs win this ball game. I really don't.
So what you have to do if you're a Justin Moore fan, it's going to be a number one song, and maybe what you just heard. If you finish the lyric, we're going to give away. I think we still have some more Three Dog Night tickets, if I'm not mistaken.
Man,
I think we got in the Little River Band. So 661-1037. Let's take a break. Get a contestant. Again, if you don't know all the lyrics, it'd be smart for you to Google. Be prepared to Google the number one hits of Justin Moore and be ready. We're coming to you live. Matter of fact, if you look at me right now on the webcam,
I'm looking.
As Kevin Brooks just did. He said, "You're looking comfortable there on that
Sure
couch."
are.
I think we need to have this in the studio. Can I get a drink, please?
That would be. Listen, the only thing is there any food? Did you eat in bed last night?
No, Shep, have you made up your bed yet? And you did. Look at you. Not me.
He did. Now, did you make it? I thought you didn't make your bed up at a. Well, you're staying there another day, right?
Yeah, we're staying 2 nights.
Okay,
2 more
so
nights,
yeah. So you have to do that. Yeah, you won't make it up when you leave. You'll take the sheets off.
All right, that's right. Don't go away.
To say goodbye to Arkansas, land of opportunity, Arkansas. Oh, what you do to me, prettiest place I ever saw.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their huge selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away, too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Get your tickets now for the 2025 Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic as the Arkansas men's team takes on the Memphis Tigers on October 27th at the FedEx Forum. Learn more at stjude.org/hoops and be a part of the action.
Never heard of Fowl and Flame? Think of it as your own personal concert with Adam Hambrick and Easton Corbin. With top chefs cooking over an open flame, sitting by the fire with hand-rolled Cuban cigars, Rocktown Distillery bourbon tasting. Fowl and Flame is a celebration of the Arkansas Delta and its people. Whether you're a duck hunter, a foodie, or an Easton Corbin fan. November 22nd in Des Arc. Tickets at fowlandflame.com.
Stop and shop at our Conway and Little Rock showrooms. That's Hawks Homes. Has been serving Central Arkansas since 1986. Now, why buy from Hawks? We're the only manufactured and modular dealer that can build your custom home from your plans. You dream it, we can build it. Hunting clubs, churches, classrooms, restaurants, daycare centers, modular office buildings, school dorms. Check them out online at hawkshomes.net.
Arkansas roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Friday on Out of Bounds, we'll get you set for the weekend. Of course, we're talking Arkansas-Ole Miss, but we're going to talk about other college and NFL games. Lee Sterling from Paramount Sports will join us and give us his picks. Plus, Steve Sullivan hanging out in the studio. Neil Atkinson will call in from Bet Saracen. And Joe and I will make our picks. It's going to be a fun Friday. Hope you can join us. It is Out of Bounds.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Elvis Presley Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evil Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters, and it is summertime. If you're looking for a project to be done at your house, then get them on board now. You can sign up for your free estimate, and you can get your project scheduled as well at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. I've had painters work in the past, and you don't get the kind of experience you get with CertaPro, where they're going to clean up after themselves, leave you with a great paint job, and they're going to do it all at an affordable price. For your home, for your business, CertaPro is the answer. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. So get them on your project now, again, at CertaPro.com.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Bring it on, Buck. Bring it on.
All right, 8:51. Let's rock and roll with a little Justin Moore finish the lyric there, Raji Dodgy.
Justin Moore has 11 number one hits and has sold more than 20 million albums. But this country star is ready to challenge you to finish the lyric. Brought to you by Whitehall Fresh Market, your home for the best seafood, fresh cooked-to-go dishes, sandwiches, and, of course,
Nope. All right, a lot going on there then, Bub. Finish the lyric with Justin Moore is up right now. 661.
Brought to you by Honda of Russellville.
Thank
you.
you.
Contestant 661-1037 is the number. 663-1037 is the number. 661-1037. If you'd like to win the Ultimate Hunting ATV, stop by Honda of Russellville right now through October 17th to register to win a new Honda Foreman 4x4 ATV. You got to check them out online at hondaofrussellville.com.
Yep.
All right, need a contestant.
661-1037, 661-1037.
And this is for tickets to Three Dog Night and Little River Band.
And who?
Little River Band.
So you hear how you said it?
Little River
It just can't help it. It's the Little River.
I'm waiting on a contestant, too.
Yeah, waiting on one right now. Let's go to the phones right now. Who do we have here? Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name, caller?
Bert.
Bert, that's a made-up name, but you're going to go with it, and that's okay. Bert, here's the deal. We're playing Finish the Lyric for Three Dog Night and Little River Band tickets that we're going to be giving away. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Bert, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play a Justin Moore song, and I'm going to stop it. And where I stop it, you pick up and you run with it, and you don't stop until I tell you to stop. You got me?
I got you.
Here we go. I want you to honky-tonk it up like that boy from Poin does. Here we go.
Every day I drive to work across Flint River Bridge, 100 yards from the spot where me and Grandpa fished. There's a piece of his old fruit stand on the side of Sawmill Road. He'd be there peeling peaches if it was 20 years ago. And what I wouldn't give to ride around in that old truck with him.
If heaven wasn't so far away, I'd pack up the kids and go for the day. Introduce them to their grandpa. Watch them laugh at the way he talks.
Yeah!
Wow.
Attaboy,
Good
Bert.
job.
Got
tears in my eyes.
I got goosebumps, dude. I got goosebumps all over me. Dude, don't even stand up, Baz. That's fantastic. Way to go, Bert. Hold on, dude. We're gonna give you.
I think he was going to keep singing.
He was, but I knew we were going to be coming up on that break, and I wanted to make sure that he understood that because he excited us so quickly. Bert, are you excited? Dude, well, congratulations. Thanks for listening to us, man. Josh is going to get your information, tell you how, when, and where you'll be able to get those tickets to see. Who, Baz?
See, Three Dog Night and the Little River Band.
Little River Band.
To ride
Here
around
we go.
in
Sing
that
it,
old
country.
truck with him. If heaven wasn't so far away, I'd pack up the kids and go for the day. Introduce them to their grandpa. Watch them laugh at the way he talks. Find my long lost cousin
John.
One we left back in Vietnam. Come on! Show him a picture of his daughter now. She's a doctor and he'd be proud.
Oh, man. Wow.
You know I know that open for him was I knew it was wrong because it said
Fish Market.
Well, it did, and it said he had 11 number one hits.
Okay, you caught that? No.
He said two more since then, so we got up to that.
Do you want to hear the right one?
Yeah.
Yes, let's hear the right one, please.
All
Yes.
right, here we go. It's the right one.
Justin Moore has sold more than 20 million albums. But
Made
this
up
country
number.
star is ready to challenge you to finish the lyric. Brought to you by Honda of Russellville, where you can check out the new Honda Mud Pro Series ATVs or Gold Wing trikes at HondaofRussellville.com.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
wasn't on
Thank-
the. Thank
So
you.
here's the deal.
It wasn't on the right page.
I'm going to be Jimmy Johnson right now. Is that we had two wrong intros today.
Yeah.
We have got to delete those old intros. They're still
There's
not,
a delete button, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it's missing.
we need to spend a day just deleting our old opens. It's just they're all there.
Get in the library.
They still sort of lurk around there. They pop up at twice today. So anyway, sorry about that, Hunter Russell. We appreciate you guys.
We sure do.
Coming up here shortly, we're going to talk to Caden Kittler, who was great last week with us. He really gave us.
They move a little bit, so we're going to.
That's him right there. We got him talking.
Exactly right. He'll be coming up. Brought to you by J. Martin Law. I guess they will leave probably mid-afternoon. I think Trey, they don't stay in. There's still a few places to stay.
I believe they probably stay in Tupelo.
Tupelo. Matter of fact, you know what? Today there's a historic connotation to Tupelo today. You know what it is, or historical fact? It was on this day that Elvis left Tupelo.
Wow.
How about that? Did you know that, Roger?
Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah, it was on this day that he left. Let me see if I've got it. 13-year-old Elvis Presley moved from Tupelo in 1948 on this day to go to Memphis. How crazy is that?
I did not know that.
Brought that up. But
no, that's fantastic. Did you know about Tupelo, Trey?
Well, I knew Tupelo. Yeah, I've been to his
Did you know it was
birthplace.
you did that?
Yeah.
You know what? You know where Tupelo is?
I do.
It's near One Below. Oh! That's an old Richard Pryor joke, isn't it?
All right, don't go away. 9 o'clock, live from Oxford, Mississippi.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Travel season is here, but you need something a little more roomy without the big price tag. How about a different way to buy? With Fitz Auto, a great selection of cars, SUVs, trucks, perhaps even something to pull behind your new truck. You know what they say about trucks? You never knew you wanted one until you need one. Fitz Auto offers in-house financing with an interest rate you can live with. Shop online at fitzauto.com or stop by anytime on Stagecoach at the Curve. Fitz Auto, offering you a different way to buy since 1986.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
A lot of talk.
Why do you have to talk like that?
And a lot more attitude.
You have a problem? Turn off your station.
103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Authorities arrest a man for the disappearance and deaths of 2 bauxite women. The Saline County Sheriff's Office says Michael Wesser is accused in the deaths of Denise Rhodes and Robin DeSort. The investigation began July 12th following a fire at Denise Rhodes' home. Rhodes and her neighbor, Robert DeSort, were reported missing days later. DeSort's SUV was later found on an ATV trail near Rhodes' home. Detectives discovered Wesser had contacted with Rhodes and DeSort before their disappearance, as well as evidence related to the abandoned SUV. Sunday, investigators found human remains near his house. DNA confirmed those belonged to the 2 women. Wesser faces capital murder, abuse of a corpse, and arson charges. This is KARK's Caroline Derby for the Buzz Radio Network.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
No doubt about it, summer is not done. Today, sunny and hot with a high of 93 degrees. Tonight, we'll have a mostly clear sky. When it becomes calm, we'll drop down to 69 for the overnight low. Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny and hot with a high of 94. A few clouds on Sunday, making it a high of 91. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort. College football is back. The NFL starts this weekend, and there's so much to wager on. There's not a better time to download the Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store than now. And you can take advantage of the Oaklawn Sports new player offer where new customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Once you deposit, you are automatically enrolled in the promotion. You'll receive a second chance on your first bet each of your first 10 days for up to $100 in bonus bets per day. And how about a 10% profit boost for new and existing customers? This is on qualifying 3-leg parlays and same-game parlays. Download the Oaklawn Sports app to check out all the details and, of course, follow my picks every week on the app. And don't forget about the great headliner entertainment at the Oaklawn Event Center. The Righteous Brothers, Friday, September 19th. Brett Michaels, Friday, September 26th. The Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band with Bobby Rush, that's Saturday, October 4th. And Whitney Cummings, Saturday, October 25th. Tickets for all those shows can be found at Oaklawn.com. Remember, it's Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 4th, Simmons Bank Arena. Tickets on sale Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, produced by Live Nation.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Looking for adventure on 2 wheels or 4? Honda of Russellville has the largest Honda selection in the entire state. ATVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, scooters, and side-by-sides, all priced to move. From the trail to the mud and back again. Check out our Mud Pro series featuring Ranchers, Foremans, and Rubicons. Want more power? Try our Mud Slayer packages on Pioneers and Talons. From mild to wild, Honda of Russellville has exactly what you're looking for. Visit us on Facebook or check out hondaofrussellville.com.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
All right, good morning. It's 9:06. If you just joined the show, I am coming to you from Oxford, Mississippi, along with Trey Schapp. We've been here since yesterday doing some reconnaissance. Do want to thank the support of our management for having the idea that let's go on Thursday and do a little sight smell and I guess, if you will, just taking in the each city that we the Razorbacks.
The sights, the sounds, the smells.
Yeah, but well, you know, each game that we play on the road, the Razorbacks, that's 5 of them. Starting here in Oxford, we'll do Oxford, Memphis, Knoxville, Austin, or Baton Rouge, and then Austin. And so looking forward to that. Trey will be posting that a little bit later today. It's got some cool stuff. We finished off last night at Taylor Grocery with some great catfish. It's a lot of history in Oxford, Mississippi. Of course, there's a lot of football history too, Roger. Yeah. You know, Arkansas has played Ole Miss 70. I think this will be the 71st or 72nd time, going all the way back to 1908. And of course, you know, this town was founded in 1837, 1 year after the entire state of Arkansas was founded. So,
you know, I don't want to be again another take that may find objection. I do like the that light blue of Ole Miss. I do like that color.
Yeah.
You put that with some red, it looks pretty sharp.
We'll see if Caden Kittler likes it in here in a second.
Well, I hope he puts it in the dirt.
Michael Marion said TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, December 4th, go on sale today at 10 a.m. And just announced, Jason Aldean is coming to Simmons Bank Arena on January 15th. So things are starting to pick up over there. Yeah. And I hope we have that clip ready to play when we get Caden on.
Yeah, we do.
Just as a reminder of what he did last week that set the world on fire.
Yeah, we got it.
He fulfilled his obligation. He fulfilled his words, his promise. So let's go to him now there, Raji Dodge.
This Texan had plenty of offers, but he chose to be a Razorback. He's the man in the middle for the Hogs' revamped offensive line. It's Caden Kittler, brought to you by J. Martin Law. If you have any legal question, call Jay free 24/7 at 501-951-0333. Call Jay.
Good morning, Caden.
What are you doing?
Doing great, buddy. We're already getting things set for you guys to come down here and sort of warming up these stinking Rebs down here for the butt kicking you're going to give them. Now, we'll have to say, last week your comment was picked up by several folks, some news media organizations, and put out on social media. Can we replay that for him, Raj, if we have that here then?
Right here we go.
Lots of bull rush. They move a little bit, so we're going to be expecting some games on the D-line, a lot of power rush, a lot of plug from the linebackers, and we're going to be expecting to whoop their ass. That's simplest way of saying that.
Wow. Wow. Yes. I like the transition, Caden. You were sort of ripping off all the things that Arkansas State might be doing defensively, and you just transitioned real cleanly to, and we're going to whip their ass, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, man, you know, that's the kind of confidence you just got to have going into game week, and especially a new opponent. You know, we've never played Arkansas State, so it was a cool thing to do.
Yeah, you guys, I thought you were a little slow out of the gate game one against Alabama A&M, but I think Coach Pittman it drilled into you guys how important the game was for the program and the historic part of it. And you guys, you came out and punched them in the mouth immediately, had 290 yards of total offense in the first quarter, and it was basically over with at that point. So that was a great start. A little bit different competition. You raised the bar a little bit. This will be your first official SEC game as a Razorback. What are some thoughts about coming down here and playing against a team that's last year kicked us pretty bad?
Yeah, I've never played in Oxford, so it's a cool experience to be able to go down there and play in a new stadium. The SEC, known for their venues, so, I'm excited to be able to do that. Practice this week has been great, so looking forward to just going out and showing what we can do. It's going to be a good challenge.
Yeah, and I've been to all the SEC stadiums multiple times as part of the coverage we do here at the Buzz and for KTV Channel 7. Probably the Ole Miss is probably, if I'm not mistaken, Trey, I think it's the smallest from an attendance standpoint or capacity. I think it's the smallest venue.
Vanderbilt.
Or Vanderbilt. That makes sense. Both those are not big venues, but they make a lot of noise, Caden. And, I will say this, Taylor Green has gotten a lot of exposure this week nationally. A lot of people are talking about him. I know that one of the first things he says, Caden, any interview he does, he talks about, his teammates and others. But it's nice to see him getting recognition for 2 weeks, even though it's early in the season, because he has had a heck of a start there in 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. So like you said, just for him to get some of that this week has been really cool to see. It's going to be big protecting him in this game. I think he's going to do everything he does. He's the kind to strive when competition comes out. So, it's going to be fun to see him.
I was watching some Hogs Plus this week and saw your interview. I can't remember if it was Tara or Bo or who, but they were talking about Corey Robinson's. Everybody's talking about Corey Robinson's great block. On that little bitty secondary corner, a cornerback that comes up. He was stupid. The corner was stupid enough to just stand up and take the hit instead of trying to juke him or something.
Right, exactly.
And Corey made him pay for it. But I love your reaction. You said, hey, wait a minute. The reason I didn't see it, because I was pancaking my guy, and it drove his face into the ground. So you also had and I hadn't had a chance to go back and look, but you had a great block on that one as well, right?
Yeah. It was one of our pin and pull schemes, so I had a one-on-one block, and it just set up. The whole play was good. It was a teach tape play, so if you go back, make sure you look for me. I know Corey is right out in the middle of the fire, but
right.
I'm in the back somewhere doing my own thing.
We're speaking with Caden Kittler, brought to you by J. Martin Law. Call Jay, 951-1333 is the number. It's really weird the way college football teams are now constructed, Caden. Last year Ole Miss went out and bought a really expensive defensive line, and multiple of those players on that team are in the NFL now and were drafted in the first round and second round. And so you got a whole new group of defensive linemen in there for the most part for Ole Miss. I know Coach Pittman really bragged on one of the tackles. I think it was 6'8", 330. What's your assessment of their defensive line, and what do you expect out of them?
They had a lot of good guys last year. They still got some good guys this year. So we've been going in, I think, number 51 will be a first-round pick. So it's going to be a really good challenge to see what not only I can do against them, but what our unit can do against them. They move a lot on the D-line, so that's going to require a lot of focus and communication from our part. But, their D-line, they always have a good D-line, and it's an SEC D-line, so, we're excited to be challenged in that aspect and show what we can do.
You were talking about, your first time you played an SEC game because you've been at Central Florida, and you're from Texas, so you've never played a game, I don't think, at Central Florida. Did you ever play a game against a Mississippi school during your career so far, or is this your first one?
No. The only SEC game I played was against Florida last year.
Okay, they have a crazy cheer. What is it, Trey? Hotty toddy, gosh almighty.
Who the hell are we?
And then go ahead.
Flam, flam.
Bucks.
Then bam. Ole Miss.
Bye damn. Yeah, listen, so there's some crazy things. I don't know if you know.
Why I know that, I don't know.
See, I don't know.
So
The flim flam,
the
flim flam shim sham. I mean, come on. There's better words.
It's funny, Cade. Every team has their own sort of cool thing that they do. But have you heard about the Grove? It's a tailgating spot. It's about 10 acres. It's historic in nature. It was actually used for a military hospital back during the Civil War. But they all pack in there like a bunch of sardines, and they've got chandeliers hanging from the tents, and they have these drinks, these hottie toddies, and they're dressed up real fancy. Have you even had a chance to hear about that kind of stuff? Does that come across your radar at all while you're preparing for a game, or maybe even before you got here?
Absolutely not. The whole tailgating thing is something I want to get into after I'm done playing, for sure.
Sure.
But, while I've been playing football and everything, tailgating has not been on my radar, no. But, it is cool seeing all the traditions that everybody has.
Yeah, of course, that's exactly the correct answer you should have, Caden. And it is, and that's what sort of makes the SEC unique. And there's so much history around the schools, and all their fan bases are so engaged. It does make it a special environment. Do you know? This is another curious question. Do you have any idea where you guys are staying tonight? Is it Tupelo? Is it? I know you're not staying in Oxford. Do you just get on the bus wherever they tell you to go? You say, "I'm getting on the bus. I'm going to sleep for 2 hours," or flying into where?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the scoop on
Literally, like I'm going to meetings, getting on the bus, and wherever they take me is wherever I'm going. You know what I mean?
I got you. Well, listen, we'll be watching and go out there and kick some.
Do it.
Right. I appreciate you guys, man. It'll be a good game to watch for sure.
Awesome. All right, Caden. Good luck. Go Hogs. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Caden.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Thanks to
Go Hogs.
Jay Martin Law. He's
a Martin Law preacher lawyer.
Preacher lawyer. That's right. Don't delay. Call Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, well, that's excellent. His tagline. He says. I really like Caden. He's a sort of a matter of fact kind of guy. He's like a typical offensive lineman that's confident. He's smart. Got a high IQ, high football IQ, and.
He's not being, he's not pretentious. He's not covering anything up. Not trying to say the right things or whatever. But yes, he's not trying to. He just does.
Yeah, he's a matter of fact kind of guy. We didn't mention last night. We mentioned early in the show, rather. Hadn't mentioned the last couple hours. If you missed the game last night, Packers win 27-18 over the Commanders. Josh, I normally am all about the Commanders. They helped me get to my 65% last year, but did not feel good about them going to Green Bay. You got some great games this weekend in the NFL. You got Philadelphia at Kansas City's won. Dallas is favored over the Giants. I'm like Dan Hampton. I think they bounce back.
Go Cowboys.
In a big way.
Go Cowboys.
There you go. Trey will be there, right?
No.
What? Oh, that's right. You got to go up to the Stevens Cup.
Going to Chicago.
So Trey will be calling us each week next week.
Each week?
Each day next week.
Well,
Monday,
Tuesday,
and Wednesday. The only thing disappointing, Roger, is that not only the Stevens Cup, which is year number 6.
5.
They normally have the Razorbacks represented.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're not going to be there this year.
And Baz, the women won it last year. The Arkansas women, led by Coach Shauna Taylor, won it last year in Oklahoma City. Well, the Northwest Arkansas Championship is next week, the LPGA event up at Pinnacle Country Club. And so they get players that play in it. And so that's one of the perks of going to the University of Arkansas is the fact that they're so tightly tied in with that championship. And so it's the same week of the Stevens Cup. And so some of their players were committed to that.
Mention this, Trey, if you can. I don't know what a connection is because I threw it out there to you. Bingo. I was just going to say that because hopefully Baz will be able to get Don Miller, the tournament director down there for the 10th annual Murphy USA El Dorado Shootout. They have some stars like number 1 rated rookie Yana Wilson, former Razorback Corey Lopez will be in the lineup down there.
I believe so. Brooke Matthews. Okay. I think Brooke might be playing in the LPGA event up in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay.
But so that's
and that's a free event, though, right? I mean, where they if we get Don on, he wants to tell everybody about what they've got going on down there. Oh, and by the way, it's free to the public. Come check out this stuff. That is, these ladies are competing for a spot on the LPGA.
Correct. At Mystic Creek. It is basically like the Corn Ferry Tour of the PGA Tour for the guys. This is the Epson Tour, And Mystic Creek, a good golf course. Roger, you've played it. Baz, you've been out there on it.
We've wrestled Justin Moore on it.
Yeah. Speaking of a place to stay when you go
Yes.
down
we
there,
love the hotel.
The Haywood
Yeah, we love
Hotel, thanks to the Allen boys.
Love that
Beachwood
hotel.
Hospitality.
Yes.
So that's happening. And so
Next
you won't
week.
be going to the Cowboys.
No, I will
so,
be going to Shore Acres, which is Lake Bluff, Illinois, about 30 miles north of Chicago.
Let's go around the table real quick and talk about a few games. And Josh, Drew Glover, one of your number one supporters over at Natural State Wholesale, he wants to hear your assessment of the Hogs after 2 games too. So let's hit a couple of these games real quick and see where we land. Number 6 Georgia at number 15 Tennessee. Does anybody think that Tennessee can win that game, or is everybody going with Georgia? I'll start with Trey.
I think Georgia wins.
Okay.
I think Tennessee keeps it close, but it's been a while since they've beaten Georgia.
Roger?
Yeah, Georgia.
Josh?
Good pick, Josh.
Oh,
is Josh there?
He's not in the studio.
He's not even in the studio.
No, sir.
That's okay.
It's a good pick, Josh.
All right, South Florida, number 18 against number 5 Florida. Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one. Go ahead, Raj.
Who was it now? I'm sorry.
It's South Florida who beat Florida at Gainesville last week. They're going to Miami.
Yeah, I think that their party ends there. It's got to be Miami on that.
Party ends.
Yeah.
I think it does too. I think South Florida loses. I think Miami wins.
The line is relatively close. I think they're going to hang around.
It could be a really close game. Hey, if South Florida wins,
if they win,
they won't have their coach next year. He'll be picked up by somebody.
He might already be. Yeah, that's Alex Golish, who was a Broyles Award finalist a couple years ago from Tennessee. All right, number 3. Now, I want to make sure I've got this game right. I had it at Florida. LSU
it's at LSU.
So I had that flip. So Florida has to go to LSU.
Yeah.
LSU didn't look great last week, but of course they'd come off the big win against Clemson.
Yeah.
Do you think Florida has a chance with their back against the wall? No.
I think for that reason, because their back is against the wall, it's not going to matter because LSU needs to come out and prove that Lafayette was they were just
La Tech,
excuse me. That they were looking, they weren't even looking ahead. They were just going, come on, let's
trap game.
It's one of my picks last week that they blew. What about Texas A&M going to Notre Dame? Number 16, Texas A&M at number 8, Notre Dame.
I will say I would like for Notre Dame to win because if Arkansas can win today and next week, Notre Dame would only have 1 loss at the end of the game against
Notre Dame
Arkansas.
cannot go down 0-2. This is a must-win for Notre Dame.
If they lose, does it give us better? Does it make you feel? Do your Razorback-colored glasses go? Man, we got another shot to even beat Notre Dame again, and that sort of thing. But I think Notre Dame.
Oh yeah,
wins.
definitely. If they lose,
yeah. I think Notre Dame wins.
Notre Dame?
Yeah. I think Notre Dame.
All right, now, Raj, let's talk about the Hogs. Let's hear your score prediction, and we'll get Chet may wait.
You're relaxing
I
there?
am. I may just lay down. I may just go lay and go get me a cover, please.
Well, there's one right behind you.
All right, Raj.
I think it's over. I think it's over the 63 that was on there this morning, and I think it's Hogs 35-31.
Wow, what an exciting
what I said,
game.
You know what? That's an exciting game.
That's what he said.
It's what I said. 35-31. I think that's what the game's going to be, and that's only because I'm probably off. The Hogs probably score 42, but I'm going 35-31.
Yeah, I think all of us agree that the defenses for both teams don't look like they're that stout. That we look a little questionable, and that they look a little questionable.
What if it turns into a defensive struggle?
What if it does?
We're all wrong.
I doubt that.
What if the next Mike Singletary has a great game?
Wow.
Man.
Yes.
And he wears number 10.
Josh, you weren't here when I was talking to. I thought I should have looked in the camera. So Drew Glover over at Natural State Wholesale, one of your big supporters, he said he wanted your honest assessment of the Hogs after 2 games and the prediction of the Ole Miss game.
It's hard to tell. I kind of take what Dan Hampton said. I think and I think the Daily said it earlier this week. It feels like they've played 2 preseason games.
Yep.
Now that's good news because that means that you're really outclassing worse opponents. So that means that you're making bad teams look bad. I just don't like the idea of taking a bad defense on the road, and so I don't know if their defense can hold up against SEC opponents yet. Got no idea who's playing quarterback, so I would take the team I trust more, and I trust Ole Miss more because they're at home. But Arkansas can definitely win this game. This is not like they're playing Texas. I don't feel like it's an unwinnable game. If I got anything more than a touchdown, I'd bet Arkansas. So if you give me 7 or more, I'd bet Arkansas.
Yeah, they don't look offensively. Their offensive line doesn't look as good. Their defensive line doesn't look as good based on the.
He's the athlete that we've been told he is.
Yeah,
the
that's
offensive
right.
line shouldn't matter as much, right?
And for those who missed that, so we had Paul Simmons on, the head coach at Harding University, who coached against Chambliss, the backup quarterback for Ole Miss, who may end up, who knows, he may have to play the whole game.
He might.
We don't know what the situation is going to be. But
we don't know. That's why. Here's what I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to shock a lot of people. I may have to listen to Wes and Joe today.
That's the biggest episode of the weekend.
Joe listens to you.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, I'll listen to Joe. But I mean,
You and Wes aren't tight?
I've been busy all this week. No, we're not, and that's not. It's something we need to patch up.
Yeah,
I'd like to patch that up. We both go to the gym. We're both similar in build. I went to my doctor the other day, and he said patient has good form.
Baz, are you picking tomorrow, or can we get your pick today?
I'm going to pick Ole Miss.
He's already picked.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick Ole Miss.
I can tell. But would you agree it's going to probably be pretty close? And would you say anything more than 7? If you had to bet, would you bet that way?
I think at the max it would be like a 14-point game. I mean, they could score a couple scores, but I think it's going to be relatively close. Nothing like it was last year. It'll be much more competitive.
Get a hold of the Canadian Cowboy and let's see between you and him and Dan Hampton. I want to know what's going on here. I got Dan Hampton, Danny West, Danny Roger. We're all going with the Hog.
Well, I love it that Navy Rogers disappeared.
He's not even around. He's not even around. You know what? He's not even around. Thank you. You know, and I owe it all to Netflix.
Josh has Arkadelphia at Lake Hamilton tonight. You can hear that right here on the Buzz.
Jackson Braswell and I are going to take the Buzz truck. We're going to go straight to Twin Peaks. We're going to see that couple of Joe Franklin and Wes Moore. We're going to take the equipment from them because the Travs still have the other set of equipment, and we're going to drive our tails to Lake Hamilton and hopefully avoid the traffic.
When we come back, we need to play the Hunter Heave because it's the 10th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Trey Shapp pointed that out. So do not go away. 9:26. We're live from Oxford, and the boys are back in Little Rock.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is Sports Center.
A busy weekend for Arkansas's 4 Division I teams. It all begins tomorrow at 3 o'clock as the Arkansas State Red Wolves host a top 15 opponent. It'll be number 14 Iowa State coming to town. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. You can catch it on ESPN2. Then at 5 o'clock, Arkansas Pine Bluff takes on Lincoln, California. That's followed up at 6 o'clock by Tarleton State visiting UCA at 6 p.m. You can catch that game on ESPN+. And it all leads up to that 6 o'clock time slot as the Arkansas Razorbacks are on the road in SEC play. They'll take on the Ole Miss Rebels at 6 o'clock on ESPN. You can also catch the game right here on 103.7 The Buzz. And the Hog Wild pregame show with Trey Shapp and David BAZZEL will take place at 2 p.m. Central, also right here on The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
It's going to be sunny and hot today with a high of 93 in Little Rock. Tonight, a mostly clear sky, dropping off to the upper 60s, lower 70s. Little Rock should have a low of 69. Tomorrow, 94, mostly sunny. Sunday, a few extra clouds. It's going to keep it a little cooler, 91. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
50 years of the open road. The motorcycle that launched a feeling is back. Honda of Russellville is celebrating with the 2025 50th anniversary Honda Goldwing, a legend reborn for the next generation of riders, because it's always been about the journey, not just the destination. Ride into the future with a Goldwing or Goldwing Trike in stock now at Honda of Russellville. Find us on Facebook or visit hondaofrussellville.com.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Travel season is here, but you need something a little more roomy without the big price tag. How about a different way to buy? With Fitz Auto, a great selection of cars, SUVs, trucks, perhaps even something to pull behind your new truck. You know what they say about trucks? You never knew you wanted one until you need one. Fitz Auto offers in-house financing with an interest rate you can live with. Shop online at fitzauto.com or stop by anytime on Stagecoach at the Curve. Fitz Auto, offering you a different way to buy since 1986.
Temptation and watching football on TV go hand in hand thanks to all those fast food and beer ads. Fight temptation with the Little Rock Racket Club, cardio, weight machines, tennis, pickleball, and swimming year-round thanks to a heated pool. The Little Rock Racket Club, your home of fun and forever fitness.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. David Bazzel's SEC Road Adventures on Morning Mayhem are brought to you by Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sporting app.
All right, 9:33. We are live here in Oxford. Had a great day yesterday checking out the scenery. Oh, please, go ahead.
Turn it up.
Yes.
The land shark is nowhere in sight in Oxford town on Saturday night. We never fear, we fight. With Razorback might. And Ole Miss fans will understand that Razorback pride will rule the land, all the land. Our hogs look fierce in cardinal and white. That helmet will shine under the lights. The fans will cheer, the call takes flight. You're gonna hear whooping tonight. Sweet tonight.
Roger Dog Night.
Little backup singers.
And
Roger
when
Dog
it's
Night.
done, you'll plainly see that we're gonna have a victory. Colonel Webb is white.
Yeah. There you
Thanks
go.
to Dr. Jimmy Tucker, Ortho Arkansas.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Jimmy Tucker. Remember the Saturday clinic, Trey. You know about that if
Yeah.
a kid gets hurt tonight in high school football, don't sweat it till Monday. You don't have to. Ortho Arkansas has a Saturday clinic. Just walk on in.
You know, I was looking at, everybody knows out there we can't do what we do without great sponsors, and every day we're packed with them. Just today, look, we have Oaklawn, Centennial Bank, Natural State Wholesale, AY Nat Magazine, H-Day Trailer Sales, and J. Martin Law. All boom, boom, boom. That's all, in one show, and we can't say thank you enough, and we appreciate all the listeners. Matter of fact, somebody was a little frustrated. They said, 9 minutes of straight advertising on our app. I missed half of Dan Hampton. Why? So here's the deal. You do have options that if you want to go straight to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, you won't have that kind of issue. Trey, you were saying
sometimes it depends on where you are and the app loading and stuff. It adds some extra things in the beginning.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We hate that happened. And
we put the YouTube feed up on the smart TV in the studio. Which you can do if you have any access to a smart TV wherever you are or on your phone. You can put us up on the YouTube feed and you can watch us dilly-dally around.
And you're not dealing with those issues, I don't believe.
You're not.
So.
Just the ads that play over the air.
So we get to watch Josh dilly-dally around?
I have. Well, I've been back and forth this morning.
Or me laying down on the couch here in Little House on the Prairie here in Oxford. A couple of things. Someone says, Roger or Baz, if Arkansas has the game in hand, do you think Pittman will run the score up? I actually think he will. I think he'll take a couple shots. I do. I just think he will. I think if he gets a shot,
especially if he's not coming back next year, if he's going to retire, why not go out with
I don't think he has the kill in him.
I don't think it'll be over the top, but I think he'll keep pouring it on.
When was the last time Arkansas ran somebody on the road?
I know. It's I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm asking you because you and Trey have been on the road. When was the last time that you saw him run somebody on the road? They had a chance to run Oklahoma State last year.
They had a chance.
Oh, Mississippi State last year.
Mississippi State last year. Yeah,
that was a road game.
Oh, there you go. That would be
So Michael Marion says, sorry you guys have to spend time in Oxford. Of course, he's a big Mississippi State guy. He says, sorry you have to spend time in Oxford. It smells funny to me there. There you go. Here's one from Lane. Roger, we will see you at Boudreaux Saturday night to call those hogs.
Nice.
There's no Lane.
Thanks.
Here's one that says Taylon Green is going to show out Saturday. He's going to show why he should win the Heisman. Wow. Well, this is
the platform.
This is the show out game. Somebody used those terms. It's on ESPN. I mean, huge platform there.
Prime time.
You're going to show whether you're the real deal Arkansas Razorbacks or you just haven't played anybody.
Y'all notice
we'll
they
see.
loaded this night slate? I mean, they've got 3 games.
Oh,
They've got the A&M Notre Dame game. They've got the Florida
Georgia,
LSU
Tennessee.
game.
No, Georgia, Tennessee's early.
Oh, that's right. Florida LSU. That's right.
It's early, yeah. A couple of that was one thing I want to read with Josh here. It's fun. I don't know if we have a lot of time to get into it. 20 things that we 20 things we older folks survived that would emotionally destroy kids today. You ready? Here we go. We're going to run through these real quick.
The 80s NBA.
Number 1, dodgeball in gym class.
Yes.
Kids just got wrecked.
We had that.
Yes.
We had that.
Okay.
No, but they can't do that anymore.
Here he goes. Here's some more. Before computers having to write multiple drafts by hand.
We did that too.
Non-stop bullying was normal. Having to babysit infants and small children, and you were only 12.
That's right. That's right.
Being bored. Kids today don't really know what real boredom is.
I agree with that.
Going all day.
You know what?
It makes sense.
We didn't get. I don't think we had to. We had to go outside.
I know.
We didn't have to get bored.
Yeah.
Here's one: going all day at school without a water bottle. The slowness of dial-up internet. Yes, that was just dealing with not knowing something. Not knowing the answer, and there wasn't a book. You couldn't Google. You couldn't Google. That's a great point.
Or you had to go to the library and read the encyclopedia.
That's right. This is a great one. Being trapped in a car with both parents smoking cigarettes.
Oh,
there you go.
Man.
They have no idea.
Oh, here's another good one. Again, these are 20 things that we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today. Nothing was on demand. Nothing was on demand.
You know what? Not anything, because Daddy would say, "You'll get it when you get it."
Oh, this is another excellent one. Parents listening in on landlines. Remember when parents could pick up in the other room and pick up and listen?
Get off!
Here's one: calling your friend's house because you probably have to talk to their parents first.
Yep.
No caller ID. You just have to be ready to talk to whenever. Blowing into your video games to make them work.
Yes.
I guess that's what I don't know about
Blowing
that.
into your video games. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Here's one: getting a summer job. Now I don't know if I think kids today are still getting summer jobs.
No,
yeah.
I don't know. I think
here's one: ordering.
I don't think so.
Hey, this is great. Ordering stuff from catalogs and waiting 6 to 8 weeks to get it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, yeah. With Amazon Prime, you get it next
2 days. Yeah.
Well, okay. Can I toss one in that goes with that?
well,
Unless you tell me it's on the list. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
I was just going to say pictures.
Oh, photos. Oh, my gosh.
Because you didn't get those immediately. You had to
No,
wait. You had to wait several weeks.
yes.
You dropped off your film and had a dude come to Safeway to pick them up once a week or whenever.
Yes.
And you just hope when you got
you kept your fingers crossed.
that
That's
you
right.
took a good one of
camera.
this or it was a good one of that one, you know.
That's right. You didn't know. You didn't
That's
know what
it.
No idea.
Yeah. Your eyes could have been closed.
That's right. You just had to hope it would. And then you wait 2 weeks to go, oh, man, it's a sucky picture.
Now, if you have it on live, you just go back and fix it.
I know. This is a really good one. Instead of texting, you pass notes in class.
Yeah.
And then if you got caught, the teacher made you read it out loud in front of everyone. Remember we used to write.
What was that game you would
I
play
never
where you folded and you had the numbers on the paper and stuff?
Well,
and
you could make it be like
things.
like a
I know
hat.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was always amazed those people could do. I never could do the little paper.
I couldn't either.
Stick out the star, all that kind of stuff.
Paper
It's like you
airplanes.
pick a number, then you pick a color. Is that what you're talking about, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one that says 3 more to go. Taking tests, the loud ticking off the wall would make today's kids anxious. Stress. Oh, this is so good. This is not that long ago. Stressing out on over whether you would get fined $250,000 by the FBI for copying a VHS tape.
Because of the warning that was on the beginning of
Right.
it.
The
Having to
FBI.
rewind the VHS tape before you take it back.
That's
So
right.
we have a modern version of that today. Whenever you watch a UFC pay-per-view, they always play the.
Put that out there.
Yeah, and everybody always watches them illegally. So everybody's like, "Oh, here comes the FBI." The same thing for and we did that all the time. Where couldn't you load it on multiple sides of the VHS? You could do it on one side and then the other.
I don't remember. All I know is that was the thing. And what was the other thing you get in trouble for? I guess it was copyrighted
Mattresses.
music. Oh, the tearing off the they still have those.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tear off that tag. Don't
Yeah,
you tear
the
off that
tag.
tag. And last but not least, no auto save. If you forgot to hit save and your computer crashed, you just had to redo it. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, those are all interesting things. Roger, a couple things that I want to mention from pop culture standpoint. Today was the first time that Lassie had been seen on TV. So, Josh, I'm going to go to you. Was Lassie a male or female dog?
Wasn't it a female dog?
Despite being called girl by the main stars, it was actually a male dog, and there were actually more than a half a dozen
The
Lassies.
character was a girl. The actual dog itself was a boy.
Yeah.
What type of dog?
It's a
Golden Retriever?
No, it's a what do they call those things? What is it, Roger?
Collie.
Very good.
Yeah, very collie. Also, too, on this day, NBC launched. This is one of Roger. This is one of if you deal with pop culture back in the 50s, 60s, or 70s, everybody knows about this one. Bonanza was launched on this day. 59. How many episodes, Roger, were produced through 1973?
Through 1970. When did it start?
Listen,
59.
Yeah, they don't nowadays. You get how many? Get 12 or 15
if you get
per
that.
year.
A fun fact about that, though, if it doesn't say it already, and I've used it in trivia before, that Bonanza is the very first TV show that began in color and ran through. So there's no black and white. So it's the very first TV show to be in color.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'll say just based on 59?
1959. 59 to 73.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was on a 59 to 73.
Went from
really?
three decades coming
All right,
there.
no, 30 years. All right, I'll say there was 650 episodes.
428, which is I don't know what else has got. Is it 420?
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, Gunsmoke.
You know what? I think The Simpsons obviously has passed all of that stuff up there.
And then the last thing that Trey, again, you're a little bit younger than us, but Hey Hey We're the Monkeys kicked off in 1966. It was their
10
answer.
years.
It was their answer to the Beatles.
Yep.
And none of those guys were really musicians. They just looked the part, and they end up having. What was the one song that Hey Hey We're the Monkeys? And I thought there was one other one that they had. Do you know, Roger? I bet you. What? Go ahead.
Walking down the street.
Very nice.
Funniest looks from.
Look at Josh. Yeah.
Hey, we're the Monkeys.
Listen, everybody remembers watching it.
There it is.
thought love was only true in fairy tales.
Now, this isn't them. This is the cover, right?
And for
this is the
someone
monkey.
else, but not
It is,
for
okay.
This is him, yeah. Listen to Mickey sing.
Of course, that's the song. That's the song.
Come on.
Hey, Roger can do a song next week with this.
Come on, everybody, sing along.
And then I saw her face.
What a great song.
And of course, the monkeys are in Shannon Lynn's intro.
That's one of my favorites.
Last Train to Clarksville.
Oh, Acree got that one. Last Train to Clarksville.
This is Shannon Lynn's intro.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Listen to that right there. And that's
Great
probably,
stuff.
Probably one of the greatest
That's pretty
drummers
good.
ever is Mickey Dolenz. How about this one right here? This is
Oh, yes.
Is Peter Tork?
No, this is when Davey was kind of walking in place.
Oh, Davy Jones, that's right.
And
those are three great hits. Those are three great songs.
Yes, it is. Listen,
And they're made up.
They became huge.
They had 400 actors try out for the part.
Yeah.
Walking down the
There
street.
it is.
One of them was always. Let's see.
Everyone we meet.
And I believe that Peter Tork. Is it Peter Tork that wore the toboggan?
I think so.
No, or is it?
Or is that
Which one is it? You got Davey, Mickey, Peter, and what was the other guy?
Peter, Mickey, Michael?
Michael.
Yeah.
I think Michael
Nesmith.
Nesmith. I think his mom, Valentine,
Mother.
might be able to- his mother was
Discovered, inventor of what, Roger?
Whiteout.
Liquid paper, that's right.
it.
Speaking of the monkeys, what did Bill Vickery want to do on his show?
He wanted to bring
with
a
the
monkey.
Little Rock Zoo.
He wanted to bring a monkey on to show that even a monkey could do RJ's job.
Produce the show.
Roger, one last thing before we go to break.
And RJ, yeah, and
Hey, right?
Yeah.
Not long after the monkeys came on. Remember Josie and the Pussycats?
Do I?
Yeah, they came on not long in 1970. They came on. That's back when Saturday morning every kid was in front of their TV for Saturday morning.
Every kid was
you had
watching
3 channels.
that.
You had 3 channels back
Right,
then.
you're watching cartoons, you're eating cereal, you got milk dripping down your chin, and it was the best of times. It wasn't the worst of times.
And one of your favorite guys, one of your favorite characters, Roger, became a U.S. citizen on this day, 1983. Who was it?
That is what?
That's exactly
Oh,
right.
You
It was
tell me that is on
Schwarzenegger.
this day that I became an American citizen.
Yes,
that everything is stopped like that. I'm the greatest American ever. I know that a lot of people think that it's Donald Trump and Jesus Christ, but I am the greatest American ever.
The last 2 things as we go to break, both sports statistics. I thought this Carl Yastrzemski on this day in 1979 became the first American League player to get 3,000 career hits and 400 career home runs. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was the first to do it. I don't know who's done it since. And then Sammy Sosa on this day.
Chicago Cub.
What did he do? He became the 4th player to do what?
60?
60 is correct.
60 home runs.
King of all trivia just beat you to that.
Wow.
And I think he ended up doing it. Did he do it 3 times altogether? I think he hit 63 times.
I think he might be white.
Which was crazy. You don't think he was
right.
doing steroids?
Yeah.
He did it 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing steroids, but he used a lot of Michael Nesmith's mom's whiteout
Yes.
as time went on. I don't know
He
what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He just went into the Cubs Hall of Fame last weekend.
Is that
He did.
right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back and wrap things up here from Oxford there and back in Little Rock. Don't go away.
And it's gonna be here when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. Advanced state-equipped surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier, Todd Matthews in Benton, or Paul Griffin in Monticello today.
I think my kid has what it takes to be a great college athlete.
Don't delay. Call Jay. Jay has represented 4- and 5-star athletes, serving all your NIL needs with a little extra. 501-951-1333. Don't delay. Call Jay.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Sociologist Emil Durkheim cites the principle of anomie, a breakdown in the subtle standards that allows communities to function as a driver of crime. Society not only relies on written laws, but other laws, like open summon, call 911 for a seriously ill neighbor. It's an everyone for himself mentality that takes hold. Stop by and register your nearest Double B's for your chance to win a brand new Bad Boy 550 four-wheel drive side-by-side purchased from the Bad Boy Superstore in Searcy. This terrific Bad Boy vehicle will be given away in a special broadcast of Drive Time Sports, October the 8th. Need not be present to win.
If the 25th is the silver anniversary and the 50th is gold, what's the 75th? Well, that's the fresh beef, onions, pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, fries, and drink anniversary. Everybody knows that. Get the #1 water meal for $7.50 in honor of our 75th anniversary. A meal like that is the way you're supposed to celebrate a 75th. The Whataburger 75th Meal Deal. Whataburger, what a deal. For a limited time at participating locations.
This is Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Looking for a trailer repair? Need a new truck bed? HJ Trailer Sales has you covered. We're also your one-stop shop for Iron Bull, Good Guys, Hillsboro Trailers, and yes, Hart Trailers. We've even got them too. Family owned and operated, we're the most trusted trailer store in the state with tons of financing options to fit your budget. Come see why everyone rolls with HJ Trailer Sales. HJ Trailer Sales, built on trust, driven by quality. Visit hjtrailersales.com or stop by today.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Friday, get ready for another Sonic Blast. Bald Knob versus Des Arc. What a show. Rick Schaefer and I are bringing in Kevin Bohannon and Barry Grooms from Hooten's Arkansas football. Neil Atkinson from Bed Saracen. Trey Biddy from hogsports.com. Thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. See you Friday on 103.7 The Buzz.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Oh, yeah. Boom. All right, 9:53. Wrapping up things here in Oxford. Just getting started, though. We want to thank Oaklawn Sports for sponsoring our travels to all the away games one day in advance so we can take in a little bit of the culture of each town the Hogs play in on the road. So it's Oxford, obviously, this weekend. Trey Schapp is going to be doing some amazing work. He didn't have much to work with the talent yesterday, but it's a lot of fun, shows a lot of the stuff happening here, and finish it off with one of the famous restaurants right outside of Oxford. It's called Taylor's Grocery, so he'll be posting that at some point today. We all have things going on. Josh has the high school game of the week tonight. I'll be doing Channel 7 stuff tonight from the stadium, 5, 6, and 10. Tomorrow morning I'll be Saturday morning daybreak as well. And then Trey, you and I will be doing Hog Wild Game Day at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
From right here at the Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
And then of course, game time is at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, and then fifth quarter, first security, fifth quarter post-game show. You'll join us for that because, I mean, you can't leave. What are you going to do?
I know.
And so that's after the game.
Sully and I will be doing some stuff. Matter of fact, Sully's listening. Sully said, "Factor crap."
Yep.
I got a new selfie
Can you tell him
stick.
I say hi?
I would say fact.
He said, "Factor crap." I got a new selfie.
Oh, he and Jack Allen are driving up tomorrow.
They are. They're both going to be here. How about that?
And they're driving back tomorrow night too.
Can you believe that? I was like,
That's
are
nuts.
you kidding me?
I can. Sully will sleep. Jack will drive.
It's just Zach, man. I mean, Jack kills himself too, man. He really grinds hard. Hey, thanks everybody for listening. We appreciate it. Had a busy week as always. Next week the Hogs will go to Memphis. And so,
it's kind of crazy.
I know,
Oxford this week, and then you're just right up the road in Memphis next week.
It's like repeat short trip for the Razorback fans.
Yeah,
who want to take advantage,
especially
of it.
those on the eastern side of the state.
Kickoff time next week,
11 a.m.
Yeah, so back-to-back 11 o'clock kickoffs. Notre Dame the following week too.
Yep.
So also too,
you all be staying at Graceland next week?
Now that's a great idea. No, I think I guess I don't know where
we have a place.
Where's it at?
It's close to the University of Memphis.
I love that. Well, listen, my favorite thing is that we're at the person's first rental. This house is we're the first people to be in here for him, and we had
so far good reviews.
It is. We had to go over a cow. What do you call it? The
cattle guard.
Cattle guard keeps the cows in, and had to avoid the cow poo as we came in, but it's all good. So got high school football tonight, so you guys, the weather's going to be nice. It's going to be a little warm. And then, and of course, you got great NFL action as well. My picks will be up shortly on the Oaklawn Sports app. I think Justin Akery is over. Are you over at Revman, Justin?
Yeah, it's Paul Mary Lewis Golf Tournament. We come down here most years for that, so we don't make it down every year, but we made it down again this year. So busy day for us. David, did you know that there's a pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays named Baz?
I did not know that. I love it, though.